What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Almost Never podcast. This week we're talking about Lunchables. They have lead in them. It's tasty. We're talking about reviving extinct animals. Do you really want to be living in a time where there's saber-toothed tigers lurking around every corner? We're talking about Coachella. Some winners, some losers, favorite sets, favorite artists of the weekend. What do you guys think? We're talking about the rap beef. Who won? Or is everyone a loser? Are we all losers? Nobody won. We're talking about Fallout. Have you started watching yet? We're talking about, is this the end of the Curry era Warriors? What's next? Because something needs to change. We're talking about the Tesla Cybertruck recall. That's just dangerous right there. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. You can catch us on all the socials at Almost Never Pod on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. This is where you're watching us. And catch us on all your favorite DSPs. Thanks, everybody. See you later. Boop.
Chuck Walla. You ever thought about freestyling to this while it plays, Trey? Nope. Not at all.
No diddy.
Boy.
No diddy.
Woke up in the morning feeling like F.P. Diddy. Welcome to the Almost Never podcast, where every episode, three friends delve into the world of pop culture, art, sports, and politics. And we also dissect topics that men almost never get to talk about, like mental health, relationships, and masculinity. I'm your co-host, Josh, and as always, I'm joined by my illustrious and dear friends, Trey, at Doja the Producer on Instagram, and Sean, at Sean Corey Pickering. What's up, fellas?
What's going on? How you doing? How's the week
Welcome to episode 47. 47.
That sounds about
Coachella
right.
Weekend 2 edition, 420
Week 2.
Blaze it.
Blaze.
420.
Just
420,
blaze.
everybody. 420.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day,
What's going on?
but especially today. You took Trey's word, illustrious. You can't use it now. You stole it.
Been a good week. How about you guys?
Oh,
Busy.
What made it good? Give me your best favorite moment of this week.
Didn't work on Friday.
Ooh.
That's nice.
What'd you do with your time?
Worked on the yard. Went to Flappers. Saw my first comedy show.
Popped your
Um,
stand-up cherry?
Did somebody impress you? Was
Was it some headliners, or was it some just local comics, or what was it?
it was like we walked in 10 minutes after Jay Leno.
Whoa.
He randomly popped in.
Oh, damn. That's
Nice.
crazy.
So we saw 6 people I had never known, but they said they were on TV.
That's good. Did
Yeah.
you like them?
Some of them were some chicks were kind of funny. Some of the dudes were kind of funny. One dude was horrible. One chick was horrible. One
Yeah.
dude was hilarious.
So one person stood up out of them all? At least.
Yeah, and he came up to me and he's like, "Hey, man, follow for follow."
At least he's honest.
He was up there saying, he's like, "Man, I need more followers."
That's
You're like, that's weird.
I'm dead ass serious.
He
Follow.
was dead ass serious. He was
Dead ass,
funny.
follow me right now.
I
Let me
mean,
see. Press the button.
What do you think? That's got to be a 50% chance. So if it's yeah,
If he's funny, then yeah. why not?
you know.
Yeah, he was funny too, because he was talking about how straight guys are just taking everything away from butch transgender or lesbians, because we painting the nails now or wearing crossbody bags and stuff. It was pretty funny how he worked it in
That's
there.
pretty
Drive Subarus.
Yeah. The lesbian girl that was a comic, she was like, "Yeah, I drive a Subaru."
That's fucking hilarious.
And she had the who did she call it? It's not the Ellen, because her hair was brown, so she referred to somebody else. But she's like, it's only 2 cuts. It's either the Ellen or She was funny though. She was really funny. Really, really funny.
So do you feel like you've been missing out on life since that's the first?
No, I feel like I could do it.
Does that mean you're gonna do it?
I don't know. I feel like I could be a stand-up comic. Like I said, because one guy was just giving said 51 liners. I'm not even joking.
He wasn't good though, or he
No.
was funny.
I mean, out of 53 one-liners were funny, you know. But
It's a law of averages. That's a really bad average.
That's
what I'm saying.
terrible
It wasn't
average.
like it was just like spitfire. It was like one-liner. That had nothing to do with anything. It was just all different one-liners.
Well, he ain't gonna make it, you know.
He was old as shit too, so I think he was kind of
He's just
bigger.
probably doing the same shit like he's been
Maybe he's
doing.
just got the time.
You gotta see that lineup. Let me see. This. When was this, Friday?
It was Friday. Yeah, it was cool.
Yesterday.
Flappers. Yeah.
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah. It was yesterday.
Other than that, just been chilling, dude. How about you guys?
Just chilling. How's the front yard? I'm gonna still cut you off. Keep on talking about yourself.
keep it
Just
up, keep it
working in the yard. Sucks.
Tell us about yourself.
How's it look? Because
Like
you redid
shit?
the whole front. Oh,
Like, because
it started.
it's got to get bad to get better.
Yeah. Did you clear everything out?
All the bad.
Yeah. And now you're slowly.
I've already done all the seeding, patching, soiling, leveling. So now it's just making sure there's water on it.
Damn. What'd you plant?
Just tall fescue. I couldn't find any Kentucky blue.
Oh, you're going just sticking with the fescue. I mean, you gotta do work with
Just
what
gotta
you
do
got.
it right. Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta do.
Sometimes you gotta throw that fescue down.
Did you did you remember Hal Sparks from
Hal.
Hal
I remember
Sparks?
seeing him on VH1. Yeah,
He was how?
Hal.
Hal Sparks. Do you remember this man?
That may have been him.
The one that was not funny.
Yeah.
I remember I would watch him like when I was a kid on VH1,
man.
but I didn't think he was funny. But I'd watch him just because I was like,
Wait.
oh, he's probably supposed to be funny.
You were on the special Hulu event with Dean Gonzalez.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a main room and a Yoo-hoo room.
Oh, were you Yoo-hooing or you maining?
I don't
You on
know.
that main line?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Tremendous memory you have on there, Trey.
He's paying.
Smoking does not
Hell of
affect
attention.
your short-term memory.
No, but it was funny because the guy right next to me was heckling and he got kicked out pretty quickly into it. And I was just like trying not to engage with the dude because all the comics were already like roasting him because the dude was just like
Gone.
going like, "Ah."
He didn't even really understand the gravity of the situation.
Yeah,
that
and
was
it was
going on.
just like once he left, it was pretty chill. Pretty chill.
I mean, was the roasting funnier than the actual material, like the bits?
Yeah, I got half roasted.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the
How
girl
so?
didn't-
What'd they
well,
say?
she said she didn't want to touch it. She's like, I'm gonna let another comic roast you, but they didn't.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
No.
just because your proximity to the guy.
no, she was like, "Who's single here?" And I raised my hand, and my homegirl did too. And then she just looked at us both and said, "I'm not gonna touch that."
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we gotta. I mean, if you're driving all the way to Burbank, we gotta get you to the Improv or the
Yeah, no,
comedy
I'm
store.
down to go. Like, it was cool. Like, it was definitely a cool experience for sure.
You better take this motherfucker to the comedy store or something for Netflix as a joke.
It was definitely dope.
I mean,
I'm
why-
glad.
Or I'm gonna touch you up
Why do I have to take
because I won't be here when it's.
I
Why-
do want to see like someone
why can't he
big
take
now.
me?
Yeah, I can take you. It's
Take
2024.
him. Take him.
I'll take you, bro.
I do want to see
Carry
like
him.
someone dope like that I like kind of now. That's like, oh, that would be cool to actually see some material.
It's like literally anybody who's like has a decent name is playing it.
No, that's what I was looking at their picture wall, and there's everybody had been through Flappers, like everybody.
I mean, I just looked up and it says like, yeah, Jay Leno's like he's playing tonight, so maybe he was warming up.
Yeah, probably. He's probably trying to work out some stuff.
Yep.
Did I see Cat Williams playing too?
Yeah, that's why I
Yo.
stopped real second.
Cat's on tour with Kevin Hart's wife,
That makes
There's
sense.
a joke somewhere there.
What?
She's taller than him for sure.
How
Right?
does that
I don't
make
even know who
sense?
he's married. to.
ex-wife,
Oh.
and she keeps the Hart name, so it's Tori Hart.
That's
I just think Tory. I just think Tory Lanez.
Yeah, free,
Yeah.
Damn.
free Tory.
Free Tory?
Free Tory.
Yeah, now you got me. Sorry, I'm pulled from us talking because I'm looking at
Looking at
Netflix
who's
as a
performing.
joke. Yeah, there's still a lot. Damn, it must be like Coachella. They just didn't sell out.
I wanted to see Ali Wong. I think she's playing
She's
at the Wilton
funny.
down the street.
Ali Wong is the only one sold out so far. Thus far as reading.
Do
What's
you
some
like
names?
Bobby Lee? He's funny.
I don't really like. That's Neil's favorite comedian. He said to
He
go
don't even
see.
do stand-ups, does he?
Yeah, he does all the time.
I mean, he's never had a special.
No, never had a special.
Yeah,
that's his
what
thing.
it is.
He's
Yeah,
never had a
he's
special.
never had a special. Yeah.
Dang, there's so many now that they added. There's like a lot more than
Because they're like, everybody's done with Coachella. They need something chill just like to get the serotonin up because they're all just all drained. So.
Ketamine and Netflix is a joke.
Will either of you guys go see Andrew Schultz?
No.
I don't know. Have you seen stand up? Is he like funny?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a stand up.
I don't want to hear him talk about Joe Rogan the whole time. Yeah, me and Joe. Actually, I'm just jealous. I wish I could say it.
Well, like half the comics, like, because it's a big, like, everybody knows each other. I feel like half the comics are trying to suck Joe Rogan's dick, and half are like, eh.
I have already
Joe
sucked
had
his dick.
he had a debate on his shit. I was watching. It was funny. It was an archaeologist debating Graham.
Oh yeah, the pyramid dude.
Graham Parsons Project.
The dude who was like, the pyramids are.
The ancient disasters guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, the dude who made his own little Netflix special.
That guy, yeah,
Graham.
Graham It's not Parsons, but yeah,
I just incepted that on you. So now
you
you
did.
think it is.
No, right?
Graham
But no,
Cracker.
I was definitely watching Graham Hitchcock or something.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
It's like ancient apocalypse.
Yes, that's exactly. Yeah, it was that one. So they were on there debating, and that's just funny that you said that. It was pretty funny watching like two.
An actual archaeologist, and then like
an actual archaeologist,
and then him,
and then him.
a guy, an internet dude.
Yeah,
You remember when the History Channel was like about history?
I love the first time I saw
barely because I was in high school still.
First time I ever saw Ancient Aliens, though, I was hyped. I was like, yo, this is crazy. This could be real. The dude all stoned out.
Sidebar. You guys realize how long the Great Wall of China is?
Yeah. But also, it's not that size all the way. In some spots, it's a very small little like rock wall. So it's not the same. So it's very, very long, but
13,000 miles?
Feet?
13,000 miles. 13,000 miles long.
Is it 13,000 miles? Can you check that?
13,000
Can we get a
miles.
fact check?
And that's a big wall.
13, how many?
1,000.
What brings this to your mind?
Well, how long ago was that built?
It was built between
300?
1115 and 1234.
800 years old.
And who were they stopping with
The
the wall?
Mongolians, right? No, I don't know.
Mongolians
I
break
should
down my
actually-
city wall.
Maybe Genghis?
That
The
would
Mongols, yeah.
Well, that's beside the point. How the hell did they make that long of a wall?
Be, again, it's not that size. I'm just gonna ruin your story. It's not that. Like at some spots, it's like,
It's something still.
bro, if
It's
you,
contiguous.
it's like 4 rocks stuck.
13,000 miles long.
Even if it was just 4 rocks stacked
Even if it was
13,000.
4 rocks.
Is it 13,000 miles?
Yeah, 13,170.
long-ass
Yeah, but do you know how many?
It's longer than the U.S.
But do you know how many people they have working on that thing?
That's what
Do you
I'm
know how many people are
asking.
buried
That's what,
in it?
Actually, that's what I was gonna
that's
say.
what I'm like trying to get to. It's like, okay, how did they build this? How long did it take to build this? How many people worked on this thing?
But sidebar, how did you get there? Yes.
Yeah, where did this come to your mind?
Probably politics, building walls.
Oh. It's nothing new. Just sprang up.
No,
in
it
your
was
mind?
just I was just like I learned that, and I was just like I didn't realize the Great Wall was that long. Get it? It's
It's
spotchy.
not.
It's spotchy.
Gaspachi.
But regardless, 13,000 miles long.
It's supposedly over 2,300 years old. So my math was off.
2,300 years old. Okay.
Oh, so that's BCE?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Somewhat. Still far off.
21,196. So 13,170 miles is the official length.
It's long, bro. Like,
I thought
who
you were
the
gonna say
fuck were they
13,000
trying to stop,
feet.
man?
Everyone?
That's everyone.
Again, you can't really stop anything when that wall is.
You're right.
They just were like, we have to
Can.
finish this. I mean, I guess
Somebody
so.
if people had strollers, they're
No
not getting those
pigs. No
across.
pigs are getting through
No
here.
carts. No strollers.
Yeah, no. Maybe what was making me think of it is like, yeah, just the Graham was just like, how shit's crazy. Like shit that they find like archaeology is crazy.
Well, I think they also like underestimate people. Like they think, people in whatever age, 1000 BC, like that they were just primitive, like savages. It's like no, they were making like governments in the First Nations places. They were making like the pyramids. And
Wait
it's
up.
like-
The first emperor of China took the remnants of already fortified walls and stuff. So there was shit that was already there,
there.
and he used it. So
expanded it.
it's long, but they might have done a lot
expanded.
less.
You're expanding his knowledge.
I
He's
didn't know.
gained
I
a
was
wrinkle
like,
or two.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I just realized that the wall was longer than our country is.
that's pretty long. How long is our country?
3,000,
Yep.
give or take.
Exactly. That's what put it into perspective. It's like 3,100 miles coast to coast.
That actually makes sense. Like I don't
That's
know
the
why
thing
I'm
with
surprised by
empires
that.
is like you conscript people. Like you're gonna work on this wall. You're gonna work with like all these slaves. You guys are gonna build some shit.
But I'm just like, that was never like, that didn't resonate with me in school. Like the vastness.
They didn't even teach us about that in school.
You know what I mean?
Like they just said like there's China. And that's about it.
If someone's like, dude, they got a structure that was built, who knows, but a long ass time ago that goes.
How large did you think China was? Like
I don't. That's another thing. I don't know. It's got to be huge if it can make a wall. 13,000.
But it's like it doesn't
does-
go
it-
straight.
no, it
it
doesn't
like
go
goes
straight.
along the
Yeah,
land. It can
yeah.
like take the
Okay.
long way home. You know, it zigs when it should zag.
Takes a scenic route. You're right. That's what I'm saying. Like my geography. I was just like,
You're making Sean beautiful minded. Look, can you see the wheels turning? He's like,
I'm just like, that don't make
no,
sense.
what's their coastline? That still doesn't matter because it goes back and forth.
Back and forth.
I mean, we all know maps lie though. We know like that maps.
living lie.
But that's what I'm saying.
Maps.
I'm just like, okay, if
lie.
we're only this,
All right,
and then on the
Kendrick.
map, this seems to cover all that. Where are they getting this
Well,
other?
like, how
10,000
like
miles?
before you could go up into space, even though like I don't know if you believe that we've been up into space, like,
Yeah, we've
Some
been
people
up into
definitely
space.
but like
watching
how,
don't
how
believe
do you know?
faux show.
Like that's the shape of a country, you know? Like how
Yeah.
did they
How do you
before
know?
that? Yeah, like
Oh, like what it was before, like Pangea.
Well, they were able to map out like that's what they.
Who made
well,
the
like
maps?
I guess it's like cartographers and shit. You know when like they're mapping out how Italy's a boot. Like, did they sail and then they do the math? Like we were sailing however many knots,
Yeah.
this long, and then it's like, oh, then it turns out like this and it turns out like this. Like
I don't know.
They were just people their whole lives. They were just walking from point to point. Like
Yeah.
that was 100 steps.
It was about those people.
That's how the freaking maps. I mean, I imagine you just sailed down the edge and you draw as you sailed. Like that's kind of what
I
it
mean,
looked
we
like.
still do
You're
that.
like-
If you're driving to your city and you see those fools with the tripod in the middle of the
Yeah.
street with the laser.
try and hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Double points. Double points, orange vest.
No, yeah, I was just tripping. I was just like, man, I need to kind of study some more geography and history because I was like, dude.
You just study more. Just
Well, I'm just like, I knew those numbers, but it didn't resonate even until like.
I gotta turn you on some YouTube channels. I've been deep in them lately.
History?
History,
Yeah.
science.
Yeah.
Like,
I was just like, that shit just like, because that doesn't make no sense.
it really does though bob and weave. And there's a couple spots where
oh,
there's
so it's a good defense. They know
there's a
Bob
couple spots where the wall just goes off kind of to nowhere. So
because it's
they
probably
add
like
all
a
of that.
cliff or like
I get
No,
all
like-
that.
natural things.
Like see how it goes down there and then like it goes up
Oh.
here.
it has.
So there's a lot going.
It's still,
It's
it's still
got-
pretty long though.
I mean, it definitely is long.
It's still pretty long.
One
though.
might say that's a lengthy
I would say
wall.
that's at least 9,000 miles long.
I mean, if
right?
you think about it, if this is the map of
Okay, so that's what it's spanning.
like the
yeah.
size of Europe, basically, in this image.
So, do you think it matters the length of the wall or the girth of the wall is more important?
Girth.
What if it was only
Well, actually, no, length.
what if
yeah.
it was 3 miles wide but 10,000 miles thick?
It depends on who's invading.
Then isn't it just a line in the opposite
It
direction?
depends on who's
Maybe.
invading. If it's super
Or if it's a big square
athletic
instead.
small people, they would say length is worse for them because it's longer. But if they were tall people, maybe they would say girthy because it's wide.
Because then they'd have to climb over it, slow them
Yeah.
down. I mean,
Depends
either
on
way,
who's
there's
invading.
ladders.
Depends on who's conquering.
Except for me and B, the really short one.
The short one.
Short
How
little
tall?
bits.
I would say at least. Don't blow my mind again. I don't know because you said it was 4 rocks in some spots, so that's like.
I bet it's like. But they're
The
like
average
big
height
rocks.
is 20 to 23 feet.
That's pretty big.
But
So some have to be 30 or 40, and some has to be like
yeah,
2.
some spots get to 46, and then
Ooh,
some
46.
spots get to like
Lucky number
2.
46.
Gets to like a curb. That's what I'm saying. That's extensive, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that at all. I'm gonna like bring it back a little bit, like
Move it
cast it
back.
up, bring it back.
Yeah,
Sean, how was your week?
it was really good. Wait.
He's still on this fucking Chinese wall shit. Build the Chinese wall.
Bruv,
Build the Chinese wall.
That's part of it. You can just hop that.
Oh, that's a path.
Yeah.
Bro, the horses would be like,
it's just a road with that. It was...
You're moving, but staying.
Well, going to. Yeah, I'm staying in the same apartment, but got a new apartment, which I actually like. Even though it's a little bit smaller, I like it a lot better.
Yeah. So wait, what do you have a 2-bedroom now, or what do you have?
2-bedroom.
Two BDs or BRs.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was one of the apartments like our current one. There's like no lighting, so it's like always like
natural light or just lighting in general.
Barely any like.
Oh, so this new one's
lighting.
better.
Yeah, there's a lot more in the morning, and then there's some that hits in from afternoon to evening. So yeah, stoked for that. I'm going
to get a U-Haul to move your stuff across the cul-de-sac.
No.
Is it a big a complex like?
Yeah, I mean it's relatively large. I think like we'll probably be able to move everything. Like
you're just gonna load it into your truck and all right.
No, I literally like where it's like we could probably just hire some people to walk this shit.
Well, you know what's it called, like Chore Fox or something, like the people.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
Something Fox. Something
you want
Chore?
to hire some real people?
I don't know about that, but I'm just saying like
they're cheap. They're cheap.
I think the homie upstairs
Fox,
would do it.
TaskRabbit.
Honestly.
For some Costco pizza?
No, he
Domino's.
But
actually, I prefer Costco.
That fool's awake all hours of the day, so
I
know he's got the energy to do it.
24-hour moving service.
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot episodes there.
What's going on? The spot, like I'm excited. It'll be way more comfortable to have people over, even though it's like smaller and it sounds weird.
What are you losing that you want?
What am I losing? Desk size. We're gonna share a desk. But at the same time, I barely use it, and so like it ends up just holding a lot of shit that I'm like.
Like office nook in the kitchen or something now?
No, it's the living room's big enough.
Got it.
Yeah, so there's a big old like space off to the side. So the living room's still really large. It's second story. It's got vaulted ceiling, so just naturally it feels way bigger. Yeah, which is like the thing that we both were like, okay, this is way better. And because of that, it lights up the place better. And since it's second floor, we have a balcony now, which is tight because I can leave.
Were you first deep before?
Yeah.
I don't like first floor living.
And it's only 2 levels, right? So
there's it's only 2, no one above us, no one to the side of us. We only have like 2
one
neighbors.
Neighbor, 2, I guess.
Yeah. And the wall, the one wall, it's wall neighbor. They're like thick ass walls. So
like gray wall of China walls.
What spot?
Girthy walls.
The a little bit below average.
15.
Yeah. Imagine 15 feet between apartments.
It's just like another empty apartment.
Yeah, that's a whole ass apartment.
It's like people in New York would be salivating over that,
Yeah. But it's cool. It feels good. It feels like nice to be able to. And dude, the prices. So here's what happened was crazy.
How much is the saving?
Substantial?
Like 700.
700.
Yeah, because the step up from like 1 to 2 bedrooms is large.
Yeah.
Step up from 2 to 3 is like
not
nothing.
That big.
It's like maybe 200-300 or something.
What's crazy is the place that we got 3 weeks ago, they had for 24, basically 25.
And they dropped it?
And then I just happened to be looking, and all of a sudden it was like 21.30. I was like,
21.30.
All right, that's it.
21.
Yeah, which is crazy in general to say that, but is what it is.
In this
and
economy?
I was like, I can do it. And then my company just secured a 30 million new financing. So
is that Lifeline?
30. So we were running the past 5 years. We ran off of maybe like
lean, right?
5 million. Yeah. So we're running already super lean, but this brings money in. And
is it a line of credit or is it hard?
No, it's hard. Like, yeah.
It's real hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
But it was perfect because then I was able to talk raises. So that's, I finished that talk on Monday, but I was like, okay, feels good moving to place, have like new job,
security,
new compensation. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to Hawaii.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How long? For fun?
Yeah, from Tuesday to Sunday.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My parents are headed out, and there's 2 places right by each other. So
your sister?
Yeah, we're going to my sister's condo, and so Laura and I are gonna go. Chill.
Sick.
Super sick. My friend Faria is out there, so we're gonna hang out with her for a bit.
Furry?
Get
Fergie.
laid for me.
Huh?
Get laid for me.
Okay, I'll do it for me, but I'll
Do one for me too.
Yeah, I'll do one for you too.
He's
I
single.
won't be thinking about it. So after the fact, I'll be like,
No, think about me when you get laid.
Think about it while you're getting laid. Think about Trey.
Great Wall
Picture
of China.
Trey.
The Great Wall of China is so long. I don't know how long it is.
It's girthy.
It's just, yeah.
How was your weekend, Joshy?
Uh,
Weekend of last week of. Press.
It's
Joshy with the peso flair.
Yeah,
I love
shout
it.
out Peso. I'm on his shit. Like I thought his performance was really good.
It was
But
dope.
I like this. I like his swag in general. I think he's just like low key, but like stylish.
Do you like the mullet?
Yeah, I think it works for him. I'm not like I couldn't rock it, but maybe I should.
You could.
I could
You could.
theoretically,
Yeah.
but like yeah, last weekend I didn't really get a weekend. I worked like all of the Saturday, just like
Like a madman.
Well, one of Marlene's friends is he's gonna like dedicate himself this year to like a music project, and he wanted a logo.
Oh, that's
And
what you're telling me, yeah.
yeah, and it turned out really good.
Is this a passion project of his, or he's trying to do something?
This is like this is what he wants to do. Looked really good. I was like, oh, this is actually like I probably spent way more time than I should have, but it worked really
Came
well.
out worth it. What style of music?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's very indie, like hard to pin down. He said he could do whatever. It'd be nice to like help him like do some like branding and stuff because it's just a logo, and I'm like, you need like a strategy, that whole thing. But yeah, I worked on that last weekend, and then I finished it this week. So I didn't really get a weekend last weekend, so it's just been trying to like chill hard.
Well, 420 is a great day to chill hard.
Yeah.
You have a good week? What was your most exciting, fun thing that happened to you this week?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but nobody will watch it. But DoorDash, we got like a contract with them, so we're gonna be doing some branding for DoorDash because they're doing a private label thing. Like so, like I think it's called
Black Label?
Dash Mart. Like so, the private label.
Oh
like
shit!
The DoorDash branded type
Groceries.
shit. Yeah.
Oh whoa!
So we're gonna be doing
Wow.
stuff for them.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's the one he chose. But like
This one?
yeah, I made it a slight
Yeah.
angle and
Let
stuff.
me see. I haven't
Yeah, that's
seen
super
it.
cool.
Oh, that's dope. Is it a band or one dude?
One dude who plays with a band, but he can play with himself.
Yeah.
Hopefully he
can't
does
we
play
all?
with himself.
Is it pronounced funny or is it phonetic?
Just
Sudden
how it
moves?
sounds. Sudden moves.
Sudan moves?
Sudan Moves.
Sudan
Yeah, so I
moves.
was like occupied with that. I think probably soon after they do the move. Shout out Courtney. Shout out Nufo
Shout out, guys.
on your. Hope you're doing great on the yard sale right now. And
It's his prime yard sale hour.
yeah, prime
It is.
sales. Especially you get the boozy clientele that's all mimosa'd out from Los Feliz.
Boozy and bougie.
You should give him some broth. Broth him in.
But yeah, lure him with broth. I was like, it's
Shout out
420. I was
broth.
like,
Lure him with
you should
broth.
be like, hey, if you buy like $20 worth of stuff, you get a free toke, man. You know, like
Dang.
Just loading people up.
You buy
Load 'em
three
up and then
soups,
load 'em
get
up.
a free item from the yard sale.
But then yeah, like Courtney's starting a soup company, so I'm like gonna help
Shout
with that.
out.
Like I'm excited for them.
That's dope.
Excited for their move. I'm passing the torch to you and Ron. You must take care of them. From me
Ron's out there
to you
too?
guys. Yeah, Ron's in Laguna Beach.
Fuck, dude, I'm gonna ask them to take care of me.
Mm.
No, I can take care of them.
Well, you could-
I'll show them. I'll show them the Orange
You could
County
be the
ropes.
yeah.
where you get
Show
the
them
sandals
the
from?
ropes, and then
I
you
should
get
do
him
what
some
Jason,
rainbows. Get
Damn,
him
I should do what
rainbows.
Jason did to me.
Get
That's
him
what
some
Jason
sandals.
did. Yeah, I'm gonna buy him some. Oh my god, I have to. Jason was like, "No, welcome to Orange County. Hand me some rainbows." And I was like, "Wow," and I still wear them.
There's a reason why they're popular.
I don't wear them out. That's different.
Rainbows.
That's a different kind.
Everybody
of
gets older. Rainbows stay the same age, man.
Yeah, the Matthew McConaughey of sandals.
Yeah.
The rainbow
man.
sandals. Matthew McConaughey.
And yeah, just like it's good. Good celebrating 420. Found this new Switch game. Like I gotta show you guys after we wrap. Like It's pretty fun, especially if you're like high.
What kind of game?
You build a tower. It's called Tower of Babel, and you just like, it's you stacking like each story one by one, but it's on a rope that swings like that, so it's all timing, and it just goes like you. It's only one button too, so you press it, and you know how the Switch controller can separate, turn into like two controllers, so you're just like, and then you drop it, and it's just like Jenga Tetris-y vibes. It's cool.
Do you learn a religious story too?
No, I was surprised at the name because it's like I've studied a little history. I know the Tower of Babel tale.
Yeah.
And it's not that. It's just chaotic.
What's the Tower of Babel?
The Babylonians, Tower of Babel, like it was a city like Sodom, Sodom, Gomorrah, like, and then, like it's a city of sin. Like these people were sinning, and then
but the Greek version, right?
God struck them down. I don't think it was Greek. I think it was around the time of like biblical times, but in that area. So what you would now call the Middle East.
Okay.
Right? Because it's they are now all Arab states.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turkey, all that shit.
The story of the Tower of Babel is supposedly why we all speak different languages. Because it was this one structure, one thing where everyone spoke a unified language, and they built the tower up to the clouds to Yahweh. And I don't know anything else on the story, but I know when it fell over, the people got spread all around. That's why we had different languages
dispersed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's supposedly where
they really just be feeding us some bullshit.
I mean, look at the history books. They haven't been updated since 1960 for America. So, like, it's a joke. It's an international joke. Like how we don't
Columbus
teach.
Found America, man.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, he didn't?
The Tower of Babel fell over, and he was like, "Oh, America's right here."
Well,
shit!
Normally, you can't find what's not lost because it's already.
It's a thing. The New World is not new. It's new to you. It's not. It's been there.
It's like if you bought a 2001 Honda Civic and you came to me and be like, dude, check out my new car. I would look at you and be like, it's new to you.
I hope. Yeah, but not.
But it's not a new. You really shouldn't be telling people you got a new car. You should be telling people I got a used car.
I got an old car.
Yeah. You want to check out. That's when you just say, oh, I got a car.
I got a car.
You want to see my car?
Age.
I got a car.
I got a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't say a new car.
I mean, no, you still don't.
Well, you can say
even if it's your first car, you
I
can
would
just
say
be
like, I got a new old car.
I got a new old whip.
It sounds like I'm on a new level. I got a new old
I got
car.
a new whip.
Yeah.
Cook it up.
You have any thoughts or words about, because since our last recording to now, there's been the birth and death of a hip hop battle. Any words on the
Talk about rap beefs.
Drake, Kendrick, Cole?
I was really looking forward to it until the Peanut Gallery chimed in. So intense.
Everybody hopping on Team Kendrick.
I don't even know if they're hopping on Team Kendrick.
It's not even Kendrick.
As much as it's just hopping on Team Fuck Drake, which is kind of weak. Because it's like, if you guys all felt like this, why'd you have to wait until like the 5'5" guy wanted to just rap against the rappers?
Yeah.
So it's kind of weak at this point. Like Rick Ross, you're cool. But like,
Just in case you're watching.
I respect your wing.
I respect
company.
Your hustle. I respect
I respect the Buffalo hustle.
Buffalo.
It was a great cameo on Vince Staples show.
But I don't need to hear you dissing the white boy.
White boy.
I don't care if you got a BBL. Like, you need a BBL. Like,
Yeah,
to
you're
be
a
honest,
cop.
Like, he's
Yeah, you are a cop.
morbidly
Or
obese
you were.
too.
Yeah.
But I mean, so maybe he should get a BBL. But
I don't. So, because I've been seeing his face a lot, I was like, wow, I guess I never knew really what Rick Ross's face looked like, because I keep on seeing him. I'm like,
the fat guy, he's lost a
looked
lot
like
of weight too.
he looked like Kendrick
Okay.
So it's
Perkins.
like, that's why it's like
he
the.
does
Does he kind of look like Kendrick Perkins?
That's why it's got the long. Why so long, fella?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, your face looks.
It's a face that sounds like he could make the sound. Oh. I mean, he's got a good voice. He's got a good rap voice.
Facts.
He's
But he's not
like-
a good rapper.
It's like Action Bronson.
Yeah.
It's not even that he's a good or bad rapper. He just raps the same thing.
Performer.
Great. No, Action Bronson has a great voice, but he be rapping about like chestnut purple and stuff like that.
To bring it back, like when the show what is it? Watching Ancient Aliens?
Yeah.
Action Bronson watches.
Oh,
that was great.
That was awesome in front of the green screen. Like,
That was like
That show was hilarious.
That was like a cultural turning point for me. It's like, wow, we're watching people watch another show.
That was, I think,
Because Tyler,
a revenue changing point for Action Bronson.
yeah, he had like all the guests, like
He was
obviously like
rapping
still
right up
Earl.
until then, and then after that is when he went to like the "fuck that's delicious" type shit, and he
Mm-hmm.
started kind of leaning back into more of his.
I like it because he's not trying to like grab the spotlight. Like he's just like doing his shit. He's staying. He's like he knows his lane, and he's just
Honestly, it's weird, but it's the time right now for fat.
Al?
No, right now we love fat, white, tatted guys.
I've always loved
Maddie
those.
Matheson, Action Bronson, Teddy Swims. These are all real big dudes that almost could be an interchangeable person.
I don't even know who Teddy Swims is until this
I didn't
very
know who that
moment.
was. I've heard the name, but
If you listen to pop music, he's like killing it right now because he's doing like it's like jazz country pop, and he can sing, but he looks like fucking a Hell's Angel.
I mean, he looks like a.
he got a soft side.
He kind of just looks like a bigger
Jelly Roll.
Post.
Jelly Roll's like
Jelly Roll,
He's
that's
all
what
up
I'm-
in his shit.
These guys all look exactly the same, but like
So
you know,
they all grew up listening to emo music.
or just in the middle of America, yeah.
If they grew up in Middle America, then they listen to rap music. If they grew up anywhere else,
No, but they all look the same. So I think right now it's like it's like we want the country, but not the country. We want you to look country, but not be country.
yeah, we want you to sound like country, but we don't want you to be.
We don't want you to be because Teddy Swims looks country, but he does like this weird mesh of pop, jazz, R&B.
I don't know. I like the country.
You know
I like
what I
that
mean?
twang. I want that twang. Like, give me that.
Maddie Matheson's a chef, but he looks like a Hell's Angel. But he's really nice, soft spoken when he talks.
But
I feel
like that's his shtick. Like, because I saw like he was like I saw an interview. He was like, I hate talking like this because I always talk like this, but I really just talk like this. And it's like, but it just got so popular that I.
Same
I
with
just
Action
had to do
Bronson,
this.
like the fat, tatted dude that's just
He's
high all
lost
the
a lot
time.
of weight too.
He's
yeah,
in shape,
dude.
but he's
like-
always high and just eating food now.
He's like big, but he's like yoked big.
Yeah, he's big.
So
He's
it's like-
you could not push him.
like
No.
you can't see all his muscles; they're concealed.
I'm
It's
still
just
waiting for
everyone's
my
got a
hoodie.
lane.
He's
Everyone's
got
got a
concealed
lane.
carry.
Everyone's got a lane. I love it.
Bronson, I'm still waiting for my hoodie.
Bronzolini.
Where's my hoodie?
Have they not sent it to you?
Still haven't sent
How
it
long has
to
it
me.
been?
Damn.
Like a month.
Oh, okay.
It's not that long.
I would say like 3 months.
No, but usually they
Then
give
be
you
concerned.
like a hey,
Yeah,
this
when
is
you buy
gonna be
it from a
printed.
store.
Yeah, Bronsolino takes his time. He's like cooking it up.
This is an artiste.
It's gonna be Christmas.
Cook it up,
Yo,
cook
I
it up,
forgot
cook it
about this. Here you go.
Hey yo,
With the squidding.
Hey, with the no, but I'm down. Like
put the
I'm
hoodie
down.
on in the sunset.
I'm down, and I have been seeing a lot of love for the Beyonce album.
It's great. Have you listened to it yet?
They got love.
You mother effer.
Why would you not?
Why would I?
Because I think you'd actually like it.
That's a good.
I think you would.
I wouldn't go that far.
Not even to push my agenda on you, but that like you appreciate production and like the meshing of genres is like so
I'm gonna
seamless
peep
of
it out
like
because you said that. That was a good reason.
because like that Yaya
like it.
like with the amount of like surf rock revival, like how many people can like mesh revival like southern revival into a song and it's like it's like
Good.
makes you like
Yeah, Alan
it's good.
Stone.
Oh yeah. Exception.
He was dope, and he was white too.
Inception?
Yeah, I'm coming to find out like it's a different kind of soul, but like country dudes like they got some soul. It's a different kind of soul, but like it's got some
But then
soul, you know?
see,
Everyone got
no.
soul.
But then I'm on you.
Wait, what do you mean
I'm
when
with
you
you.
soul?
I'm with you. But then now that we're in this new place, there's all these new black country artists kind of coming out, and I was like, fuck, if they get good, it's over.
Oh, there's some ones that are good.
You know what I mean? Like I hear what you're
sure.
saying. Like the white boys are killing it, especially like a certain. I'm like, oh hell yeah, we need this right now. But the black dudes that are kind of coming into this scene that don't know what they're doing, don't let them know what they're doing.
I would say watch out for the women. The women are like, oh, they got a good
yeah,
lane.
yeah,
they got a great lane. Whether they want to do it like,
Yeah.
Isn't
traditional?
Shabuzi one of them?
Yeah, Shabuzi's
Shabuzi's
crazy.
one of the dudes.
I started looking him up after we
And
talked
And
about it. Like
his
he's-
look
he's-
is fucking.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you,
I
there's
was like,
already a Kane.
damn,
There's
bro,
already
got
Kane
the
Brown, but Kane
look.
Brown's like the Blake Griffin of country. Don't let like a Kendrick Lamar motherfucking looking
Bro,
ass come up.
he's
in.
just straight up fucking waiting.
That- what I'm saying. Don't let this fool come in there because it's over. Then it's still your girl, Mr.
Your girl.
It's over. Every girl in the country be like, "Oh my god!"
It's like, wait,
because they're gonna see that and be like, "He's not a gang member. He's not like a."
Mom.
They're gonna think
mama,
like he looks like he can do
member.
like Channel Tress type shit, like like.
Don't let them learn what they're doing because right now they don't know exactly what they're doing. Don't let them.
Yeah, bro.
Give it like
There, that's the one we can use.
That's what I'm saying. And you drinking Red Stripe?
No, he's drinking
brand beer.
Shabuzi.
He's drinking Shabuzi.
It's like he's a I don't know, I haven't seen it close up, but he looks like a sexy man right there.
That's what
He's got the look.
That's what I'm saying though right now.
And you can also
like
see Trey doesn't want you to know that he actually knows all about him. But Coors hat? Who's got Coors hat? Trey been jocking Shabuzi forever.
Gotta just rock those fucking.
I'm telling you, these guys don't
cuts.
let them in all the way because they gonna run it.
That's a
Sounds
clip right
so
there.
terrible. Don't let them in. Don't let them in.
As a black man, I say do not let them in because it's over after that. No, but the women like are killing it. Like I know, like
Yeah,
Valerie
that's
June,
fact, yeah.
Tanner, like they're just.
I've decided
It's a great genre to expand on.
Yeah.
Like it can only get better.
when we were talking about Beyonce and all that, her third album, if she were to drop a rap album, I think it'd be fucking ridiculous. Mm-hmm.
Could be, right?
I feel like that's the right. That's
the
way.
move, right?
I feel like she would murder every single like female rapper that's been doing it, and she would have to drop one and be like, "I'm sorry."
And hip hop right now is so visual. She wants to give the crazy visuals,
Mm-hmm.
do some crazy little, maybe even make it like a short film.
As like a visual performer in that like whether making like something something cinematic or cinematic in person, like a cinematic performance,
Cinematic
like
empathy.
No, but yeah, it's a good time. I hate when people are like, music's dying. It's just, shit changes.
if you look, it's like if you look like people say that the music is terrible these days, but if you really look, like you find something new in like every genre you're looking at, like Spillage Village, and I always
You
like
can
bring up
find new
Spillage
shit
Village,
everywhere.
and
I
like
fuck with Four Bats, and I don't even know if it's a real person or AI.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
I don't know if that's a good thing,
I know,
but
I fuck with it.
fuck with it.
I know that there's at least a person that they're saying is it.
I mean, the AI shit's kind of crazy because there was the fake Kendrick AI, and then Drake trolled it with his AI diss.
Will.i.am, I just saw in 2009 or 10, him and the Black Eyed Peas made a commercial, which is basically where we are right now in 2009 or 10. And so he was in the studio with them, and he's like, "Hey guys, I just developed this app. All I have to do is say like 15 to 20 words."
Wow.
In 2009, and they're just like, and Fergie was like, "So you don't need us anymore?" He's like, "Well, no, you can still come to the studio."
Yo, I remember that. That just clicked in my head.
He's like, "You can still
Memories.
come," but I was just like, "Dang, we are there."
Yeah. There's a lot more stuff you don't know if it's
He's
AI
like,
or
"All
not.
I gotta do is type in what I want you to say, and it says it in your voice." She's like, "So I don't have to sing anymore?"
People are going to start learning so many occupational jobs because you can't have them taken by AI. Like, cut your hair, barber. Can't AI.
HVAC, it can never place HVAC.
I mean, my boss always says that shit, but I'm just like, bruh, like, it's gonna go away at some time. Not right now.
It won't be the first.
It can't be the first.
Well, until they make like say for like HVAC, like then you'll say like, oh, they'll make it like so you'll need HVAC techs, and then when the techs become robots, then that's
That's what I'm saying.
end.
Like
Yeah,
when you
you
can
done.
get like when you can break down on the side of the road, and then like a robot shows up to you like in an autonomous car, diagnose, fixes, and get you back on the road, then you're out of mechanics.
Well, that's like a
That's
a
a
long
lot.
time from now.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like cars,
Well,
like even if it's electric, you
Did
need
you see
someone
that
to work
one
on that
the
shit.
one franchise that they're it's in New York City right now, I believe. They're hiring out people in the Philippines, the taking your order in fast food.
Yeah.
They're
you
like
serious?
there,
Yeah, dude.
on Zoom
It's
calls,
crazy.
and they're
It's a Zoom
taking your
call.
order.
Yeah. And what's super nuts is they can work at 4 different locations or multiple locations
At
at
once.
once because you're just on a Zoom call sitting there.
And you're at the fast food place.
Yeah,
Yep.
the restaurant thing, fast food, yeah.
How may I take your order?
And literally the reason was because you can save, it's like $15 minimum wage or whatever, where that is, and $3 in the Philippines, $3.75. Like they're honest with it. This is why we're doing it.
That's crazy. So I mean, that's why I fuck with In-N-Out. You guys know that story?
The story of you fucking with In-N-Out?
No,
That should be a story.
No, the
Tell
story
me.
of In-N-Out. A family-owned company.
I've never heard of In-N-Out. Tell me about it, please.
I imagine it's a Christian family company that worked really hard to make it happen.
One of the uncles was Christian, and he's the one who implemented the Bible verses on the stuff.
Gotcha.
But it was
I don't
just
really
a,
mind it.
It was just a family
good food still.
business.
Yeah, it's also hidden.
Shitty fries still.
It was a family business. There was, I think, maybe a
Just don't make
dad,
'em right.
say like a dad, two brothers,
Two
and
bros.
Basically,
hose.
no, it was like the
No hose.
original owner died. Within like 2 years, the brother that took it over had a heart attack.
Oh,
That's
Then within
unfortunate.
like 9 years, the other brother who took it over keeled over. So the only living
Were they eating too much In-N-Out?
the only living relative
bad, dude.
that was a family member was 17, and she didn't even just step in. She like
She's clomped in.
she worked her way all the way up. But I mean, obviously she didn't have to, but she started from the ground up.
She like
And
did
she
it.
didn't take presidency until she was like 27.
Oh, so she worked there for like about 10 years ish,
Yeah.
and then she like started out probably
Yeah,
like
and now it's still private. She pays their managers so well. Like she does so much stuff that it's like for a business, I get it, and that's why they're so big.
I think that
Yo.
the whole thing of her starting off at the bottom is because that's key, because she's like, we're gonna pay the most like basic like our all around employees. We're gonna pay them because they get paid like $25 an hour, I think, right?
The reason why they didn't branch out of state is because they own first of all their property, and they do all local farming. So if they can't get the stuff, they have a 3-day rule. If the shit can't get around to where it needs to get in 3 days, they won't have
They
a
don't want
store where. So now
good.
the places where they're making new stores, they're buying crops and shit and producing the
So the one in like I think the one in
Nevada.
Vegas is like maybe the most popular or second most popular in the country,
maybe.
but they could get stuff from California like that. So it's like,
This is wild that you're.
oh, I remember we called on our first or second.
The first episode
them-
we calling out about how much their double was. Is it Lindsay Snyder?
Yeah.
Is that
She's like in her 40s and she's like a
Yeah.
fucking billionaire, bro.
Dude.
She used to go to the glass house and
she?
shit.
She's from San Diego,
Bro, like
she's
she lives in
41,
they
billionaire.
lived in Claremont.
Yeah, but I was gonna
Probably
say
been at the same show she had.
she just announced that they're gonna go extend out as far east as Tennessee.
Mhm.
So
Because
then that will be
they bought
they can
property that they planted.
Wow.
Shit. No, it's like for a business, this is what you need to do. It's like, and they asked her like, "You ever gonna go public?" She's like, "No." You ever gonna sell? She's like, I get people DMing me
all the time.
like
people being like, sell.
so. She's like, no, and it's just like they're saying like, okay, Five Guys was the direct comparison. Five Guys say the store managers make $55,000, and now it was like 160.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
imagine 55. That ain't shit.
Anything.
But the direct comparison for the same job was In-N-Out was $160,000 for a store manager. Five Guys are paying 55.
That's so.
I mean, I'd even
so
just say
crazy.
like it's not as impressive as like a deficit, but like from just say the average like fry cook like from those two, it's like I could
Well,
maybe not
Five
support a
Guys
family,
is
but
more
like,
expensive than In-N-Out. So it's
Is
like
it?
the food's
Yeah.
more expensive.
it's not as good.
It's not as good.
I like the fries.
You're paying your people less money, and somehow you're so smaller than In-N-Out.
Well, that's the whole thing with like how the business model
Yeah.
of like the capitalist thing is like they probably would save a lot of money if they had that rule of like, because they want the beef to be the same at everything.
She says
but if
they overspend in places where it's quality, and that's going to be employees and product. She's
That
like, we
makes sense.
overspend in those places, and
That makes
that's
sense.
okay.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. How
she's
many
like-
states do you think they're in?
I think they're only in like 6.
And they're always comparing like you just can't, but like Shake Shack
Dude, they're already
to,
in 8.
They're in 8 now.
to In-N-Out. I'm
I
like,
would figure
they're
everything
not the
that's
same.
contiguous.
Not the same.
there.
Yeah, they got Oregon, Idaho, Utah, Nevada, Phoenix, Denver. I kind of went from state to city, and then Texas.
I will
Just
give-
think about it. Her grandfather started this shit. You know
That's
what I mean?
crazy.
That's a
And
very
she's
short
a
line.
Billionaire.
Yeah, so it's only 75 years old. I mean, I shouldn't say only because that
But
is kind of crazy.
It is a long time.
That's
but
yeah.
That's generational.
Well, like, because
wealth.
like if you look at the business model for how business is set up now, like if you want to get bigger and scale up, you can't just scale up to like 3 branches. It's like, oh, you scale up to
did it
nationwide
exactly
distribution.
Everything the opposite way.
Yeah.
And they've grown.
Like controlled, not like, oh, I want to
controlled.
overexpand from the beginning.
Controlled.
It's like
they knew exactly what they wanted to do and how it needed to be everywhere. They weren't going to compromise.
Is In-N-Out the GOAT?
For at least fast food, they're the GOAT.
yeah,
Like,
how they're
running it
overall,
they're the
like
GOAT.
I'd say
Like,
overall, like okay, like yeah,
they're
the
the
menu's
GOAT.
not super varied, but like for what they do very well, and they pay everybody fairly. They have quality ingredients.
That's what a business. Why not spend your money
It's
there?
because it's like overexpand. They want immediate and traceable revenue, like increases year over year, whereas they don't give a shit. Like they don't have to please
they know
shareholders.
the money's going to come in, so
Yeah.
why not pay our employees adequately?
You ever had White Castle?
Yeah.
No, I've only
is
had.
it
No.
shitty? Is it?
Shitty.
Everyone says it's always shitty. It's not
shitty.
good.
But it's like you're getting.
Dude,
Dude,
they've been
it's like
so-
you're going to McDonald's. You're
they've been
getting.
around since 1921.
Yeah.
They're one of the first like
Crystals
big chains.
and White Castles is the old one. Yeah.
A&W is the oldest.
A&W. Is it?
Because it makes sense because
Root
they
beer.
were root beer first.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, so they needed something to like serve with their things, and they're like,
yeah. It was after World War One.
this freeze.
No, but that's crazy when you think about something like that, though. It's like McDonald's ain't that old realistically either. It's public
50s or
now, but
something?
a dude
Not
started
older than
that.
that.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like
You know where it started?
California?
I watched
Yeah, but
Founder
it's
a
more
lot.
than just
I
count.
watch
No.
Founder a lot all the time, and it's a sad story about actually McDonald's.
But you know where it started, right?
It's somewhere.
San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah,
what it
San
is.
Bernardino.
The birth of
And his
fast food
brothers.
was from San Bernardino because
They
Del
got
Taco,
they got
Taco
gypped
Bell,
too, sadly,
Bakers.
by Michael Keaton,
Shout
your
out.
favorite Batman.
Wait, what?
The movie Founder is about the start of McDonald's, and it's really not about the start of McDonald's. It's about how it expanded,
How they got fucked.
fucked. And Michael Keaton basically is a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman. So he's going state to state, being a schlup, trying to make money.
Oh, wait. You're talking about the movie.
The movie.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
No, that's actually
I was
Michael
like,
Keaton's
I was
biography.
like,
But this is actually like real story, yeah. And so he stumbles across the McDonald's. I guess he's out here, and he's just like, they had made their own semi kind of automatic burger press thingy, and he was just like, and then kind of schemed and figured out a way, and then basically he partnered with them, and then allowed them to put the McDonald's on the land he bought.
that was it. And then he owned it.
Basically, is what happened. He ended up owning it because he owned the land that all of them were on.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. In-N-Out was the second. In-N-Out was the second fast drive-through.
Was the second drive-through?
Yeah, first one was some Red Giant's hamburger. Doesn't count.
Damn.
But In-N-Out. So
I was talking. This is another
That's some crazy shit.
Southern California, not staple, but like, you guys ever been to Bob's Big Boy?
oh yeah.
Okay, so
Corona, Norco?
yeah, I eat for sure. Or no, but it started off in Pasadena. And
Bob's?
So, yeah, I remember seeing the OG one. I would go with my parents back in the day, and then I was talking to Marlene. I was like, "Yeah, Bob's Big Boy." She's like, "Bob's Big Boy? It's just Big Boy." Because I found out in Michigan they franchise it out. The original ones are here. It's all Bob's Big Boy,
Yeah.
and then they franchise it out to Michigan and Wisconsin, and it's just Big Boy there.
It's like CJ's and Hardee's.
Yeah.
But it's like the same thing.
Exactly the same.
But it's more franchisey, like, and it's like retro stuff. Whereas it's Bob's Big Boy. That's just how it does because it's been around.
It was fucking
But now
Bob
it's like
with the sloppy.
Yeah,
With
Bob's.
the-
I thought the Big
with
Boy.
the
That's
plaid-
Bob's
red
son. Is the
plaid
Big Boy. Yeah.
overalls.
Yeah.
whatever he's wearing.
And it's just Big Boy.
That's his big. That was Big Boy.
So it's it's separate
That
entities.
is Big
Bob's
Boy.
Big Boy and Big Boy.
Big Boy.
Uh huh.
Damn.
Did you like Tams?
They're like not the best, but they're for the. Remember their 2 burger, their 2 meal like deal. Like I would eat. I wouldn't eat every time, but Ron could eat 2 burgers and 2 fries. I'm like,
By himself?
yeah, that's a lot.
Patties?
Oh, I love patties. I'm a patties
Patty's is number
supporter.
one.
Patties is number 1.
I know.
For burritos. Specifically.
Miguel
Over
Jr.'s.
Miguel Jr.'s BRC.
Yeah,
It's not even the same.
It isn't
It's
the
not
same.
the
That's why I'm
same.
saying
it's like
over.
Shake Shack and In-N-Out. Yeah.
Shake Shack in and out too. It's not the same.
Miguel's always more accessible. Obviously,
Always.
they're not cash only. But
And they're open on Sundays.
yeah,
But if you're going
Patties.
to Patties, you should.
We're talking about patties.
Patties.
You get
get
in
a
your car.
homemade tortilla.
Oh my god, that tortilla!
You can
is so
get
good.
that. You can get a pint of hot sauce.
That
to
hot
take home.
sauce.
Pint of hot sauce. You can get
One potato.
tortillas.
Get a potato taco. That bean and cheese with cilantro.
Yeah.
Done.
Patties.
Yeah.
Right next to that old dry cleaner.
Dry cleaners.
Laundromat.
Those
dry
fryer
cleaner.
tucks.
Yeah, it is. And the dry cleaner.
That's where a lot of people would get their tuxes.
And then around the corner, there's the
Mall.
Stater Brothers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, across the street is CVS.
Yeah, but I think around the corner is Stater Brothers. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, because we were in that hood. That was us.
I live there.
That was us.
Firme.
I live there. For real. I'm still looking at.
I see.
Yeah.
Scrolling.
Yeah, there's so many people now that are telling jokes.
Because it's like the whole city.
Melissa Villasenor.
She's funny. Did you like her on SNL?
I want to do stand up now. I really do.
You should try.
What's your first step that you're going to take to
Well,
do
you
this?
could play it.
I'll do an open mic somewhere, and I'll just tell stories like that I know are funny about my life, like stealing my own car.
Would you do like a birthday party first to warm yourself up?
I think my warmer is like, as you can see by the way I'm dressed, I grew up in the suburbs. Start talking about
that's
stuff
your
like
fluffer.
That. Yeah, start easing them into.
Is that gonna Are you expecting a response from that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's just easing them
See,
into it.
good job to have friends with honesty.
Yeah, that's not a joke. The jokes were like I steal my car.
How many jokes you got from that?
Well, no, from the steal my
You need bits.
From the stealing
You
of my
need bits,
car,
son.
From the stealing of my car, I got 3 minutes because that's a 3-minute story.
Well, it's 10-minute sets. You
That's
start
what I'm
out
saying.
5, 10 minute
I got a
sets.
3-minute story of stealing my car. What else is super funny? I don't know.
What else is super?
Getting locked in Rome's pretty funny. Just good stories.
I mean, you got to make this material. I got to get this angle because it's like, okay.
Yeah, I got to work
got?
on it. But
Yeah.
no, I got some good stories.
So are you going to become a stand-up first before you release music, or are you going to release some music soon?
You're gonna pick up a whole new art craft
Because you're telling me, you're like, oh, when I was talking about that logo made, I was like, if I make you a logo, you got to put out music then,
Ron,
right?
and I want to shout out Ron. Ron's been on me too because I said with some music. He wants to make some music, so I've been on it. Just like
Get on it, Ron. Press him. Press this
yeah,
man.
I just haven't been like vocalizing, but
Press
I've been on
this
it.
man.
I've been working. I've been working.
Always working, no vacation.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no. After you posted your art, it was like.
Well, I was telling Marlene about when we went to visit Sean, and you had that to me it was like Akeem Ali-esque vintage kind of funk.
I know exactly what you're talking.
I was like, that was the moment I was like, I love what you're
I know
making
exactly
right now.
what you're talking about.
And I'm like, you still need to put that out because it is timeless. It's timeless at this point. It's timeless. So
that's a timeless type of feel.
So what do we gotta do to put that music out? What do we gotta do for you?
You have to leak
put that
it
music
for
out?
him.
We gotta start a rap.
You gotta do his marketing
You
and
literally
his
just have to leak his
socials
shit.
and stuff.
No.
I gotta do his branding. Or we gotta do it without his consent, and then we're just putting your stuff and
gotta
slowly
leak it.
steal all of his music and
he
put it
has
on
to
for him.
care though.
I care.
He cares. He just doesn't care enough.
The artistry is there. The care is there in the artistry.
Why don't you just leak it right now?
I could. Maybe I'll do that. I'll make
Or
the
why don't
story a
you
reel.
leak it?
I don't have it.
We'll take
I
it.
might actually have it.
You have some.
Like,
You actually have a lot. I'm sure you have a lot.
He's
Yeah.
got at least a good amount. I'd be sending.
I do have a full album.
at least easy an album. But yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, don't kill yourself.
Good catch. Hit hands. Must catch.
You've been making music too. When you gonna put something out?
I have.
Music?
Ask Phil. I mean, it might be 10 years ago, but whatever.
No, but it's funny that you guys. It's funny that you guys say that though, because the homies hit me up about putting out music, and I'm just like, damn, people actually care. They thought I was good. That's dope.
Everyone who knows you is like, this fool just sits on shit.
Yeah, no, the homies hit me up there. It's like, bro, what's up? You putting out music? We see you podding and stuff. And I was like, bro, you know how it go. And
then they're like, no, we don't. Tell me about it. How it go?
how it go? No, but yeah.
How does it go?
No, definitely this year I'm putting out music. This summer I have music coming out, 100%. So within the next 2 months I'm gonna put a song out. I just don't know what the style is gonna be. I have it in my head.
Just leak it.
Just leak it. No, it's something I haven't recorded yet, though.
Future leaks.
Yeah, future.
I mean,
So you heard it here. Like
I could leak shit right now from you.
April, so by
I could leak
June
relatively new
20th,
shit.
he's gonna put something out by June 20th.
Yeah, by June 1st, I'm gonna put something out. I'll probably drop something on my birthday. That's probably my first drop. My birthday, May 20th.
Prove it.
Be back. I'm back.
I'm gonna tell everybody. I mean, not everybody, but now you've said
Your brother's trash can was dope too, by the way. That we're talking about art.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was dope.
it is. You know, he makes.
they keep them?
You know, they make a little. Yeah, he doesn't get to keep it.
They auction them or something.
I have no idea. I think he always asks that too. He's like, "What the
He's
fuck?"
like, "What do you do with the trash cans?"
Yeah, but he makes a little one.
I
He has
know.
a little one, so he always has
So he always keeps a little. He has all the little
I
ones.
think so. Casey, wise me up. I don't
Shout
know.
out Casey.
Yeah.
What is it? Trashed Coachella veterano.
Yeah.
He was up at your idea too. He's down to donate proceeds to artists. Or
I had what idea?
Huh?
you had an idea, and he said he was down with it 100%. It was something to the effect of like donating portions of sold art to like art charities for kids or something like that.
I had an idea. That doesn't sound like something I do.
No, it was you.
I said it?
Yeah, you said.
Casey, can you verify?
What?
I'll tell you. He put it in a comment.
Okay, well, like I wanted to like start making art, and I would sell or not sell like for every piece sold, I wanted to like donate like 15 to 20% to like maybe have like tap into a couple of charities, and then like whether like a community aid thing, like you know the community fridges, that type of thing.
Oh,
He
yeah,
said that's
yeah,
what you
yeah.
said.
Stock that.
He said.
He said that's what you said.
Love the idea of donating 1% of all art to charity, Josh. I'm with you. So,
I
yeah,
don't remember that, but I remember thinking it
you said it
for sure.
Well, it looks like you guys have a business.
But yeah, I wanted to donate to fucking
Nonprofit, baby.
So I wanted to like
profit.
Nonprofit.
I wanted to donate to World Central Kitchens,
Yeah.
and then they pulled out of Gaza.
I
I
saw
guess
that
that
thing.
makes
So they're
sense.
sending people over there.
Oh, they're like this is like people independent from that.
No,
they're
I
trying
know,
to like
yeah.
get aid over there and hopefully not get murdered
So
by
they're
the
sending, like, the
Israeli
X-Men
occupation
over there?
force. Dude, they should
I don't think that's
send
real,
Hugh
guys.
Jackman.
I hate to
Hugh
say it.
Jackman.
Turns out Hugh Jackman is not really.
What if it was
Wolverine.
just people that looked like X-Men but had no special powers, but
So-
they're all
And then they
So-
get shot.
So like the
I
really
didn't say that.
the really bad versions of like dress ups that you find on like Hollywood or like Vegas. like
I was just thinking of a dude like rolling up first and like a dude with the chops for Wolverine.
It's not Hugh Jackman. It's Huge Ackman.
Huge acumen.
Huge Ackman.
acumen.
huge acumen. That sounds like
It's got quite a lot of
entendre.
acumen, you know.
Is that an entendre? Is it would does anybody ever just say entendre?
Like alone?
Yeah. Have you ever been like, oh, great entendre?
No,
Yeah.
it's got to be a double.
It's double or triple.
Ententes are just like too regular. You need
It's like,
like
in
the
figure
double,
skating, the Lutzes.
the triple Lutz.
We're way past this, but all I gotta say is this past week I listened to all Kendrick. And
Like, what do you mean all?
every album. And I listened to every album J. Cole. And I listened to a quarter of an album from
You
Drake.
can't listen to all Drake. It's like
'Cause,
too
like,
many albums.
And also I just can't. I just can't.
Yeah, because Kendrick has like
And what
like
I've
six albums?
decided
Max.
is
That's with
5.5.
EPs.
But well, I didn't listen to Overly Dedicated, and
Okay.
I started
I like
listening.
him.
It's
Section 80
It's
though, but,
not
like, it's
actually.
it ain't it.
His
It
voice is
ain't it.
different. It's too different.
And I will tell you right now, you listen to Section 82, and
It ain't
like
it.
it ain't. There's some quick skippers. So I decided that Kendrick actually started with Good Kid. That was
100%.
Yeah. But J. Cole, he kind of started with Forest Hill. Like that was his like the equal level because
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Born Sinner.
No, okay. So here's the thing about Born Sinner.
That was an attempt. That doesn't necessarily solidify.
No, you're
it,
right.
I
Actually,
think,
Born.
yeah.
No, that is good. That Born Sinner is because he has actually Kendrick on that album.
Born Sinner.
Yeah, and so the one before that
Don't.
count. Yeah. So if you start them correct, yeah. Thanks for correcting me. If you start them there, it's like the same. But
It's closer.
I will say, if you're trying to be hype, it's Kendrick.
That's all I was saying when I was saying forever songs.
But
Kyrie's and Crips.
there are a lot of songs
Great
when you're
songs.
listening. No, but there's a lot of great songs. I found myself on both of them, but like on Kendrick, J. Cole's waves are like this. His highs are high, but he never has a really big low. It's pretty much
it's relative.
Kendrick's are like this, dude. Like, dude,
because he takes you on emotions.
It's like I'm like, damn, I forgot.
Emotions?
So I listened to Damn. First thing, I forgot Damn was so good. Damn is his best album. 100%. There's no question about it. Damn is his best album.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
He's
so
taking
good.
you through emotions with an album. Like, that is what, I guess, I won't say real artistry, but that is artistry of what old
That's
used
like
to do.
well, because
Yeah.
it's more storytelling now than it is because like
Damn
you're not
is
gonna- you have to fit all that in one song now.
If you're him and you're playing your album for a
Exactly.
show, Damn is a whole fucking show,
whole
like
show.
by itself.
That'll
Like,
be less.
yeah, so
It's a
good.
whole show.
Good Kid is funny because like
It's got songs.
That's my favorite album still.
it's got songs. The biggest song on there, I'm like, I actually like don't even like listen
probably
to.
like Swimming Pools.
No,
Bitch,
it's
Kill
the
My
other,
Vibe.
no, the biggest one. I was tripping out on this. I have to look it up.
Every time I'm in
Money
the streets,
Trees?
Money Trees.
Yeah,
Money Trees is big. Yeah.
Oh,
and like-
Oh, because
Yeah.
Collard Greens isn't his
Yeah.
out. That's
That's
a
Yeah.
Schoolboy.
yeah, that's a
That's a
track right there. That's a track.
That's a certified hit.
But it's like-
how
It's not a like not everybody knows it. Like
And
it's
that
not
barely made
mainstream.
the album. That was the last song he recorded for the album. Because they were like, he had his album finished, he said, and they're just like, but we need a single.
You think like people like Absol, they're not trying to like they just want to
They
like
don't.
make music and just like live on.
They
make
They
music.
have their niche.
From whatever they've done, I feel like Absol, J Rock, the earlier dudes from even Schoolboy, they don't have to chase the dollar because I feel like they got compensated
fairly when
close
in
to
the beginning.
fairly in the beginning.
I imagine too, like there is the reality that if you get 1,000 people to spend $1,000 on you every year, so like for them, they got 1 million followers, and those 1 million people fucking fuck
But I
with
feel
them
like
heavy.
for them specifically, and I know it's not the case, but I feel like somewhere in their deal they're eating, and I know it's not the case, but they're eating off the SZAs and the Kendricks because they were like a J Rock.
Oh yeah.
Without
I get
J
what
Rock,
you mean.
there would be no TDE. And
Yeah.
I get that sounds crazy, but
No.
that's
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though he puts out so many albums, you know,
yeah.
he's just filling those.
But that's what I'm saying. So sometimes, you got to feed the loss leaders.
that's just the industry in general.
I was gonna for Kendrick, Good Kid, and then Artsy,
Mm-hmm.
and then Damn,
Mm-hmm.
and then Artsy.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like if you follow his trajectory,
He's going.
it could
gonna
be
be a
really
heater.
fucking heater out of it.
Supposedly he's dropping in May.
Because
From
I
birdies
listened to
I've heard.
Mr. Morale again, and
It's not bad.
it's hard. The album's hard to listen to from beginning to end. It's like really
You don't
hard
know
to.
what's going on.
But it's like
Yeah.
because it's like
Well, there's
not
so
because
many
it's like
vibe,
bad,
like-
but it's just like it's you can't vibe to it.
It's
that
weird.
fucking
it's like
song
an
with
emotion.
Kodak is hard. When Kodak sounds hard on a
Okay,
Kendrick
llama.
album, you're just like, what's going
Yeah.
on here? Kodak sound tight.
I got.
The N8095 isn't that great though anymore. Like
It's kind of like
it's kind of weird. Like I listened to like it again. I was like some songs I did like, I didn't. Still like Father Time is probably like.
I feel like this was like almost like an album he had for 5 years though.
I feel like that's probably
And
what
I
a
feel
lot of his
like-
music is.
No, but I feel like with this one specifically because this was the last one to get off for the TDE.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
was sat on for a while. I think,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is why he's dropping if he does drop in May.
May. So I'm gonna say in this rap beef, Kendrick wins because
If they're like,
because he started it technically and then it just dissolved. Like it's just kind of funny that he was able to start whatever the fuck this thing is.
well, it's like
right
he
now.
has the potential to go to that extra little Drake. All we want to hear is rap. So all Drake can do is rap cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Cole already raps cool, but Kendrick can rap cool and maybe give us
it's his voices. He
Wait.
gives you the voices.
Section 80, rigor mortis.
hard.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Section 80 was bad.
That's a hard song.
But it's, like his voice now where it is compared to his child voice,
Better.
like it's so much better. Like his youthful voice is a little bit harder to listen to all the way through. In my opinion, just personal opinion. You know,
I think Schoolboy's been consistent.
Yeah, artsy as F.
Artsy,
Fucking album.
like how can
this album's crazy?
He's the fucking most artsiest gangster.
It's so like the new album is like, damn, this is.
He's like, I'm a Basquiat Crip.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we what's up with the artsy weekend of Coachella?
Did you guys watch any performances from last weekend?
Who's your best takeaway?
You guys should talk amongst this.
You didn't listen too much?
Nope, not
Mine
really.
was Justice.
And it was good.
Well, we
That
just
was-
we just watched their weekend 2 performance right now because I'm guessing
They
they played
surprised
Friday.
me the most because they've let me down the most.
I feel like they've been
It was
late, but like
30
they've always
minutes
been
of
good.
bliss. It was the 30 minutes of the best 30 minutes of your fucking life. Was it supposed to be like an hour? Yeah, but you got 30.
I got 30 after 30 minutes of misery.
Yeah, just we are justice.
Justice.
Everybody took their pillow like an hour.
I'm taking it too
Yeah,
early.
taking it too early. They were supposed to start right
They're
now.
not even out yet.
I'm peeking.
Oh my
right
goodness.
now. No.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I just watched. I didn't watch a lot from home, but I watched a fair bit. I wanted to see like Sabrina Carpenter.
What kind of music is she?
She's pop.
Okay.
I saw Lana Del Rey's. I saw a few songs. It was a good set. Vocals, like she's not the best vocalist, but like I think the mic was messed
Yeah,
up.
I think she had some technical difficulties.
She definitely.
I wanted to like recap all the like surprise guests from weekend 1, but I loved No Doubt set. No
what
Doubt.
was your favorite song that you saw that they played?
Oh man, I was like an old school fan. Like I listened to like Beacon Street and stuff like before, like the albums before Tragic Kingdom.
Oh,
And they
I love
played-
Tragic
Oh,
Kingdom.
that's only
They
Listen
played
to-
Tragic Kingdom and
Yeah.
albums from that, and then like or the ones after that, and then a couple before.
Mm-hmm.
But they played this one Madness cover, One Step Beyond. That was like
Took you
when
back.
they. Did you watch the whole set or?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
I watched one song.
They brought like Adrian Young, like the drummer, his kit all the way out to the
Oh,
front.
dope.
Oh, that's
And
super sick.
it was just a super ska one, a super ska number.
Oh,
I don't know.
dope.
And they brought out Olivia Rodrigo for Bathwater. That's a dope song. Like they got hits, and they played like the Don't Speak and like
Don't Speak.
oh, it was
fucking-
so good. It was
yeah,
so
the
good.
hits. I saw the cut up. Like when I'm saying I didn't watch anything, it's not because I'm like snooty. I just like didn't. I wasn't around anything to watch stuff, so I was like wasn't watching
Oh,
anything.
he's never around a streaming device.
I'm not gonna walk around my phone and fucking like that. If I'm not listening to it and like
HD sound. I need a sound bar. I'm not gonna listen to TV speakers.
no, I just need
bars.
the bars. I need them candy bars.
It was
Yeah.
dope. I thought it was cool. Like I thought if I was there, it would be. fun.
I wanted to be there. I'm
It's
like,
always
I could,
fun.
I could
Of
be
course.
at Coachella for sure.
Of course you could. You're not
Yeah,
too old.
Doja Cat was. She was
I didn't see any of her set, like, but I heard she
she's
was
a
really good.
performer.
She's like the first or the second black woman to headline Coachella. I believe that was the headline of her.
It's gonna
headline.
sound bad, but can we call her full black because she's half?
Well, society will see her as black. They ain't
I
see
get
her
that.
as white. But
I
like,
get that. But are we diminishing?
I mean, I can't. That's. I don't. I would say like nobody's a monolith. So like you're gonna say you're not gonna call her black because she's not full.
No, she's biracial. She's black and white. So
Yeah,
I don't know if I would call her white or
I don't think you call her white.
I get.
Buh.
I know.
Buh.
But that's what I'm saying. So when I say stuff like,
Am I Middle Eastern?
No, just kidding.
well, to Middle Easterns,
To like, I mean, like in terms of like white passing and stuff, like
it's just like if I went to Africa, I'm not African to
Yep.
Africans.
But,
I'm African American.
yeah, yeah. Though, if you knew your bloodline directly,
That would maybe a little different.
then it would be a
it'd
bit
be a little
different.
different. Yeah.
like I would imagine like that's kind of like because you're clearly Filipino,
Full Filipino.
American. Yeah. But would you call yourself?
I just figure if he went
hate
to the
my
Philippines,
people.
I don't
Just
think
kidding.
that.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think
God.
Filipinos would say
No, they'd
he's
fuck-
No,
They
they'd
would.
fuck with me
They would
hard.
fuck with him
They
hard.
love
Yeah.
Americans.
God,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And
They fuck
Filipino
with-
Americans, I'd
They
be
fuck
like,
with him hard.
So it's
I-
different.
so when I was
every culture is different.
when I
Yeah,
was a
it's not
kid,
like
when I was a kid, I had some like aunties or relatives that came over. They were like, "You should like model or act in the Philippines." And mom was like, "No, then he's going to get addicted to drugs.
So in that sense, it's like how the
what's so bad
Hispanic
about
culture is with Mexico, with like American.
No, I would say because
they don't
Spanish and Mexican culture are like.
No, he means
like
Mexican culture and Mexican American culture.
Exactly.
Oh,
like how if you came from Mexico over here, you would be like Mexican Americans are close enough, but I don't think if you went the other way around, I don't think Mexican Americans in Mexico are Hispanic. I think they're called like it's a different slang term. They're not paisa. There's something else, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah,
So
I would say same too, because like generally, if somebody find like when I'm telling somebody like I'm Lebanese or Syrian, there's like a quick like test round of some shit. They're like, and you know, it's like clearly I'm not. Clearly I'm not, bro.
I'm not saying she's not black, but I'm just saying like for like the SZAs and stuff who are black.
Do you think it depreciates something?
That's the only reason why I asked that. And I'm
asking you because I'm not answering that.
Well, I mean, I think that's like I think
you that
everybody
answer,
speaks
friend.
with everybody can't deny that they speak with colorism. So like to have that question asked, it's like biased, and then any answer is biased. So it's like, but like
that's all we're asking.
Like,
that's all I'm asking for.
But then that's like, well, you could call like then that comes to like
that's what I'm asking. What's your bias? Doja Cat black?
Yeah.
Doja Cat white?
Why
not? I guess. Yeah.
She's white, right?
I mean, yeah.
And that's the way I look at it, but
but I guess that's the difference when you say like black as in an ethnicity or black as in a people. Like that's where that shit gets messed up because like I'm European and Middle Eastern, but I'm white.
Yeah.
And black and white aren't what she is.
No.
That's just colors. So if you say it like that, it's kind of hard to say. If like you knew she was like, oh yeah, like Icelandic Ghana, you'd be like, shit's different.
But at least for black people, they always ask when you're biracial, like which parent was which.
was the dad white or black?
As if that like is a
but it all comes down to like this
right
like
now.
this like this social weight and stuff. Well, it's like for Filipinos, it's like you're not really Asian. Like even Asians don't consider like Filipinos Asian. And then like for being Filipino American, it's like I'll never be fully Filipino. I'll never be definitely not be fully American. Like
that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
but in that sense, it's like no, unless you're white, like WASP, like Protestant, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, you're not going to be ever considered white.
Is Logic black?
That's a little tougher question. Even.
I'm only going to ask another question.
He's
after
African American.
Is Logic white?
He's white passing.
So he's easier to call white than Doja Cat, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Which is all my question.
It's colorism informing.
But they both have one parent that's black. and one parent that's
I feel like when you ask black and white, like that, again, it's back to color. If you say is he African American, is he white? I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, nobody's gonna say is he white? Is he black?
No, but you know what I mean.
I know.
When you say black,
is Regina Jones black?
Is she African American?
Is she?
I don't know. I don't know where her people came from.
What does she look like to you?
I don't know.
You don't know who her dad is?
I have no idea.
You don't know who Quincy Jones is?
Nope. I don't know who you're talking about, dude.
Because, I mean, she's easy to call white. She's hard to call black.
Wait, who are you talking about again?
Rashida Jones.
Yeah, Rashida Jones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But what?
It goes back to like, the like white passing.
It's all off of complexion. Like, it's easy to call her white and it's hard to call her black.
Yeah.
It's easy to call Logic white. It's hard to call Logic black.
But like at the same time, like if
Jesse,
if Rashida was walking down like Nebraska, like in the Nebraskan streets, she probably called a lot other things before they got to white. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
but black may be later on the list too.
But like white would be the last thing that white people probably end up asking.
And then black would be right before that.
Do you guys know who Jesse Williams is?
Who's Jesse? Oh, I think I do.
Like, look at this. Like, you could see him. He's he's like,
I got you.
One photo, like he's definitely black, and then one photo, like I get
that's
he could be white guy.
But that's
it's complexion.
It's because the hair too, though.
Yeah.
Well, when it's shaved, then it's ambiguous.
Not only shaved though, but the way lines are cut, white hair and black hair is cut differently. So you can usually easily,
But that's why, and I just gave 3 straight biracial people, and it's so hard to just say like.
What do you call J. Cole?
He's black because he wears dreads.
Well, wait, what do you call about like Winston, my shaman who wears dreads?
I know,
I call him big fat.
But that's just what it is. Like
shaman.
If J. Cole looked like Logic, we could be like, J. Cole's white.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, but what? Before he had dreads, when he was just shaved head, you still call him? Yeah, he's still black.
He's still black.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Logic doesn't. He's kind of white.
He doesn't give like. He gives white guy energy.
I mean, he is. Like, he is color wise. He
black.
No color.
Oh, pale.
Yeah, he's tan.
He's pale.
There's light skin and
fair
there's
skin.
He's pale.
Yeah. You think I'm darker than him? Like
you could be.
Yeah, like once tan. Clearly,
like you're low key probably the shade of Rashida Jones.
I probably am. That's yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but I always just thought that was funny. Like, you know, we say like, oh, she is a black artist, and I champion that, but she's also white.
Yeah. I get what you mean. Do you think?
Which I'm not saying there shouldn't be another thing or blah blah. Or, you know, but what
about who was last year? Wasn't there a Hispanic? Was it Bad Bunny?
Mm-hmm.
Did they label him? Was it like a Latin?
Probably had to be Latin,
as opposed to being exactly what? Yeah. So people do get kind of grouped into.
They do for sure. You
for
get,
certain
you get
things.
grouped in for sure. 100%.
Like it's like an easier way
as
to
humans,
group it.
we like to categorize things. That's just like
you get.
We have to know like we don't want to have like we want to have like one word.
And
to
Doja, as
people.
even she could tell she's mixed. She's not white passing.
Correct.
No.
Correct. Yeah. No. Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? You would see her and be like, oh, she's, you know. So yeah, I just thought it was funny.
That's funny.
Oh, but yeah, like, is there anyone else who stood out besides Justice? Like,
La Patrice. Tyler.
Tyler was good.
Grimes.
Tell me about it, because I didn't.
So did you watch the? I watched it live.
Fail.
The performance.
Oh, you did? I didn't. I just saw like a 10-minute of her bombing.
It was.
Did
painful,
any music
but I couldn't
play?
look away. It was like a
yes, but it was like start stop,
and it didn't even necessarily like sound like it was off, but like it was off from like because it was new music. So it was like, I recorded this like 8 hours ago, and it's like,
why?
Wasn't that your fault? Like,
damn,
you should.
I don't know.
And
she
she's
had
like,
bad technical.
I didn't. What was her words? Like, I didn't export the files. Like somebody
she said,
else.
I didn't do the BPM stuff.
It's like
very technical jargon she used.
I mean, I guess.
This is very complex math. I can't do that in my head right now.
Like, what? Aren't you don't have a kid with Elon Musk? You can't divide by 2 right now?
Your kid's name is a mathematical symbol. Like, do you not know?
You think she
bit off more than she could chew?
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of wild that you're DJing and you don't set up your own decks. But I don't know anything about it. So, to be fair, I mean, I think that the DJs I listen to set their own decks up. But I guess I might not know.
I guess there's an assumption if you're a DJ,
on stage before, right?
You set up your own.
You played
things.
on a stage, right?
Yes.
Who set up your stuff?
Yeah, but if I was really big, who would be setting my stuff up?
But when they put it on you,
yeah, you know,
you do sound checks though.
Well, you don't do them, but in general, if I'm expecting a certain a tuning and I'm not clicked in,
and I'm with you,
and I should look at it and be like, oh, I'm clearly out of tune. I can.
But would you stay out of tune for the next half hour?
No, I'd stop. Though, what if you were running your guitar through a digital
a rig?
Yeah,
didn't seem like she was though.
No, but I'm just saying, like, wouldn't you like want to like?
I get you.
Like, I feel like if you're plugged as a DJ, because you don't like, you are your sound man. When you're plugging in your drive to upload your files, like it's yours. Yeah. I mean, I feel like some DJs get crazy about that shit where they don't give it out because they don't want people to have their mixes.
I would assume like a real DJ, right?
You know, but I mean, hey, Grams, I don't know.
Well, she had a tweet like I think it was the one before she performed. She was like, and everybody said it was a bad idea to spend all your budget on a little mechanical spider robot. Did you see that? Mm-mm. It was the fucking stupidest thing. It was like, if you're not in the front half of the stage, like you can't see anything because they weren't showing the sky. It was like a giant, like not even that big. It was like maybe a little bit bigger than my bed, like a little spider mech thing. Like a guy was just controlling it. And he wasn't like,
it was just moving around.
It was like it doesn't dance or anything. It's just like turning around. It's like, we could like go without a spider robot and you just like get your tracks right.
Oh, man.
So she said the CDJs were showing her 370 BPMs. I don't even know what.
Because it double timed everything.
But even if you double time a general 140, like 370, that's a crazy ass.
Which is probably maybe like it's still slower than 200.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to math that, to be honest. If I was in front of a fuck ton of people, like I'd probably be like, give me 10. I'm gonna walk, send somebody out.
If I was gonna play one of the biggest festivals in the world, like I'd be like, I would handle my own stuff to make sure my BPM stuff was. Or
you all have a team who does it, because like
a lot of people have teams,
because the majority of artists that are large artists aren't handling any other shit. Like they aren't. Like the like when Taylor goes in, he loads up the show, like he's loading it up on like everything he's already set, and like the bands, they're not tuning their shit.
And I imagine because like DJs
have it right though.
DJs don't have sound checks, right? Do they have sound checks? I don't know how it works with a DJ.
Can't you do it with your headphones?
Can't they just
my sound
do
is
math in their
fucking
head?
flame?
It's good. It's plugged in.
Well, like
good.
Because I was not explaining, but I was like, she is getting paid a lot of money for that spot, whereas there's these like small bands that they've been practicing for months for this like chance to blow up, to impress
she
people.
She is an artist.
Yeah,
she's an artist. That's a performer.
And I would say, like, I've seen many shows there. I've been enough times to Coachella where I've seen a lot of sets never happen because, like,
technical difficulties.
Or even like when Pharrell was trying to sing, and he couldn't because it was so dusty and like nobody could hear anything. Like, shit does happen, technical difficulties or something like that.
It was just the level to her naivety.
Train wreck.
Yeah,
the train wreck was massive.
That's what it sounds like.
That's all it is. Because
Yeah.
once you have like every SoundCloud DJ making a video about this is what was going on and this is how easy it is to correct it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like.
It was just like,
Yeah.
well, it was also like it was a bit condescending when she's apologizing profusely.
Saying it wasn't her
She's
fault.
like, it's not my fault. I didn't do this, but I'll accept the blame. And it's like, you are getting paid a lot of money for one job.
Couldn't even do it.
Yo, I don't know how I would fare if my shit was fucked up. I don't know. Maybe she had a little freak out moment. You know,
No, for sure. It's
Yeah.
understandable, but it's like, but like deflecting it, and it's like,
Yeah.
it would have been easier if she just said like, I fucked up, instead of like trying to explain it. It's a lot of complex math stuff. The BPM's too fast. Like,
That's what happens when you're Jojo Siwa and you grow up.
Oh, that was wild. Like, she looks like a long lost Kiss member.
how old is
20. We had a conversation the other night. I was like, I feel like it's wrong to even laugh because like she's too young for that. Like, I feel like it's bad. That music video made me feel so awkward.
It makes everyone. That's why she's getting so much hate.
It's just like, dude, you're like, but then I'm like, maybe this is your shit,
Maybe
and like,
it's
so
your shit.
also maybe I'm not supposed to feel awkward. Maybe that tells something more about me. I don't know. It's weird, but go.
I just saw a meme about it. I didn't know anything.
She got a lot
about
of
this.
hate.
Like,
I feel bad for that.
She's getting a lot of
She's
hate,
getting a
and
lot
I
of
do
hate.
feel bad for the hate.
That's
that
heavy.
she's getting,
for
but
what was it? Well, what was like?
She's been making a lot of stupid remarks and comments.
Do you know who she is?
Yeah.
So she rebranded herself, basically wanted to be a bad girl, and did she say? I think she
Didn't she do something like, I wanted to make it like something, but like make it like gay or something? Like,
she wants to make gay pop,
a new genre of
a new
music
genre of music called gay pop.
And then like I saw a meme and it was like, I want to make music. I want to make it gay pop. And then it was Tegan and Sarah were like, oh, you want to make a new genre of
Yes.
music?
It's like everyone that comes out in pop.
Everything. It's just pop.
What's Harry Styles do?
pop.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna throw the gay on it?
I mean, that's not really. I would say more so like Lady Gaga would be more.
I would say it's gay pop because of the way he addresses the people. It's not gay pop because of the way it sounds.
Well, how does he address the people?
What do you mean?
In that sense, like he's the way he dresses.
Oh, you said addressing the people.
That's what I meant.
Dressing in front of people.
Yes,
yeah.
Dress the way he dresses. It's like Elton John wouldn't necessarily say his music is.
It's not gay. Would you call him gay pop, gay rock?
No, but you see him and you see how he is representative. That's gay
and
pop.
then you would call him that.
Yeah,
no,
it's like
I don't think
LeBron,
you'd call him that, but if you're gonna be somebody saying like I am gonna make a new music called gay pop. They're kind of the thing is like so you're making
disregarding everyone else.
Yeah, you're like so.
That's what.
So Elton John was
that's all it is. Yes.
Wasn't gay. Okay, that never happened.
That's all.
That's kind of what.
Or like
it is.
Lady Gaga doesn't talk to a specific.
Yeah, like
group of
she doesn't include, but like
Lizzo.
It was not only on top of that. She she claimed herself I think as pan, which is cool, but this music video is like. Do
I need to watch it?
Yeah, you really hurt. It's just like it's like it's like a lesbian
hot take. She sucks at dancing.
Well, okay, so first thing she's a dancer, not a singer, but this is her thing.
At dancing.
But
she's like a kid's dancer, doing choreographed,
it
like
just sucks. It's
of a certain style.
Yes, it's the bullshit.
I also think it sucks because this is what our society creates.
Yes,
like it makes the most sense. Like if somebody's like, oh yeah, she was a Disney kind of thing, and she wants to rebrand herself as being like edgy. It's like this is what our society makes, and then the society makes it, and then society fucking just. Like, it's just rough.
Well, for all the successes, there has to be some failures, right? Like, because I think we're talking about like how many people came from Disney in that, like the Zendayas, the Selena Gomez's, the Miley Cyrus's.
A lot of them made it though.
But like, if he was gonna release a song on his birthday, but he happened to have like the whole world listening,
it's different.
Like you kind of want to make sure that like I don't know you're. I don't know.
Making the right kind of gay pop.
Yeah, or like maybe you just start lower, like raise your bar up. But because you can't take, if you season too much salt, you can't take the salt out.
It just made it worse though because the song that she's doing was originally written for like Miley Cyrus like 7 or 8 years ago.
And that's when she was like, I want to have my Miley zone.
Who's got like pipes? Miley's got pipes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's a reference track. You can hear the girl who sang the song and
in that style of like.
She sings it. It's still better than JoJo.
But JoJo should just be a dancer.
Well, it's also because like JoJo, like not that I know much about them, but they were like beloved for what they were doing at that time.
Exactly, and that's what makes it the whole. Because it's like, who would it be for us? It's like how we laugh at the Orlando Brown guy from That's So Raven when we see him now all cracked out. It's like, oh, you grew up.
I don't know that. If like we see him, I'm like, I don't know. Who.
Well, if you saw him, you would probably remember him. But
I was gonna say, because then we can really quick get off it. But we're gonna pop around. This is the first year of Coachella where only 80% of the tickets were sold before the beginning of the first day. So it's the lowest sales ever and the lowest internet social media presence. So this thought was interesting. I don't think it's going to end, but I would imagine like you kind of have to change certain things. Like, you know, if you want to be known as, it used to be like the festival to be seen at, and maybe that's not the case anymore. Maybe it's just a festival, not the festival to be seen at.
I think it's just because like festival culture and everything is so normalized. Like whether it's like Neverland or Neverland, Tomorrowland, whatever, like everything is just like so accessible, like democratized. Everybody can not everybody, but like basically you can, and if you want to go to it, you can go to it. It's not like an event. It's like happens every year. And it's not the same as it used to be like when we were going. And it's still fun. It's still fun, no doubt. Like,
no doubt.
Tragic Kingdom. Is Lollapalooza still big?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't hear or see anything about that.
Yeah, but we don't. I don't think
regionally.
No, but it is very regional. I think the only thing that's kind of different with Coachella is like when magazines come out that are countrywide magazines, Coachella would be part of it.
Yeah,
and rarely something else would.
You're right.
So I think that's the only thing where like it's not a big deal. It'll stay where it is. It's gonna keep on going. But like the name behind, because it was very LA Hollywood at like, you know, pumped up. Yeah, like movie stars going, all that kind of stuff. I feel like that's maybe not a selling point to it anymore.
I don't know, like looking at all of the special guests from this past weekend, it was crazy.
No, it was good, crazy. I'm not taking so again, like let's not talk about like the music's still great. That whole thing's great. I just think crowd wise, people going there wise, it's definitely like not the same.
So what's the new thing? Are festivals dying?
No, I just think that probably where things used to be like where FOMO was like a very powerful thing, it seems to be less powerful right now.
Yeah,
because you guys always say like, oh, that would be fun, but you're like, you're not going.
Well, they kind of took that away when they made 2 weekends.
It's always been 2 weekends for like before we were going.
No,
the first time like I started.
The first
going,
time I went was 1 weekend.
1 weekend.
Yeah,
it was like I think
Jay-Z year was 1 weekend.
Yeah.
I don't think that was it. I think it's just because there's after a while there was so many festivals and it got saturated and it became not special to be at a festival, whereas like only a few were still kind of like an event, and it's just like now anybody can go and it's like not as much a thing, but it's also like they have bigger grounds. They built stages, more permanent stages.
Yeah.
And it's like they probably release more tickets. They're just, I think they're maybe trying to find the saturation point of like, oh, okay, like we sold, maybe we have capacity for say.
Was it still the most attendance ever? Because that's kind of like a convoluted headline then if it's the most attendees ever, but they didn't sell out.
It's like because they released like 30,000 more tickets this year because they can accommodate way more.
You know what I mean?
So it's still funny. Like
not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. Not even remotely close.
What was the biggest year?
Last year was over 500,000.
That's crazy. I mean, I think
so. It's literally not even.
Last
close.
year was the first year from COVID.
No, 2022 was.
I would almost say like I don't think it's going to get smaller, and I don't think it's going to get cheaper. I would say
750,000.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I would say that like maybe they would release
that was over 2 weekends
single day passes, but I don't think they're ever going to do that.
I think it's gonna be smaller because I don't think like if you're not selling out, like they didn't sell out their tickets, so they're gonna have to like
do something
because it's not the fact that it matters. It's Impress that looks bad. Impress, this is going to be like
because you can run with headlines.
Yeah, like that's not a good headline. You're like, oh, like Coachella, like the only thing people are talking about at the end is like
didn't sell out.
It didn't sell out. It wasn't as big as usual. Doesn't matter how good the music is. The music can be great.
Doesn't even matter how many people were there.
And it doesn't matter.
I think it's also like it's also what you're looking for. You're like kind of looking at that.
No, I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about like in the scheme of the world of like Coachella being this extremely like up top thing. I just think it's going to be like a
regular
festival, you know, like
it was
I think that's
number
what it
one.
is.
I think it's money reasons. Honestly,
it was number one, but
yeah, it was number one. It was GOAT, but I think for honestly, it costs so much money, and I think people are like now they're like, do I want to go stand out in the desert in the heat? Might be windy. Like, do I want to spend all that money?
Well, you know what? I think it's a different landscape too, though, because what's Jay-Z's? They canceled it this year.
Made in America. They canceled it last year. I don't think it's gonna happen anymore.
So I think, and like just with even like numbers of sales for albums, it's nowhere near. Every year, it's going down for like.
It's a transition. It's like because of
3 years ago, a big album was like 400,000. Today, a big album is 130.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like because we were talking about it earlier. It was started out as a rock indie festival. Yeah. And then it was like the hip hop and EDM was like kind of to the side, and now it's like they're headlining. But I think it's like they're changing with tastes. Like it's not an international festival; it's like a mainstream festival. Like, but you'll still find those gems. You'll still find those jewels throughout. Like
that's why they do the art, and they still try to have like the.
I heard the art was like a less of a presence this year. Like it still had like a couple of the repeats. Like they have the small things, but it's like they didn't. I don't know. I think they're retooling because they had the new permanent stage. They're like, let's see how this goes. I think they're trying to find like what's the sweet spot of like how many like have it where we sell a lot of tickets, because I think this is probably still one of the most like profitable festivals in the world.
I'm assuming they're making money.
They're making it's $8 waters. Like Christ, man.
I assume they're making some money.
But it's like how many tickets can we sell? Because we have this new bigger space now. and like how much to maximize profit. So it's like maybe next year sells out, maybe it doesn't.
How much do you think they paid? No doubt.
Fuck. Because they were a weird, like, little offshoot. Like, it said "and no doubt," like at the bottom of the flyer, and I was like, "Are they like?"
That's what they did though with Calvin Harris last year.
Are they gonna guest star on something?
I feel like the last time they blew the bag was Dre.
No, but their new thing is because last year Calvin Harris was the name there,
yeah.
and now this year
that was the last one I've been to. Was the Snoop Dre?
That was the last one you've been to?
I think so.
Whoa. That was the last one I think I've been to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even car camp that year. I was in a.
Oh, you had the bougie living.
Yeah, I was living like a human being.
I think
human being.
Casey got lightning ball asked him back again, so I think he's gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with him on that one.
Oh, you're gonna go?
Yeah. So I think
Didn't that just happen?
No, it happens on Memorial weekend. Yeah, and I think Natalie and Lauren are going. So, but Skrillex is playing. I was like, that should be fucking fun as fuck.
Where the fuck's he playing, on the back of a van?
No, dude, like they have. But my point bringing this piece up is those festivals will continue to sell out currently
because the business model is they're small.
No, they're smaller for 100%. They're smaller, but also because it's catering not to an audience. It doesn't matter about how you like. It's not like trying to be like posh. And they also do like all the other little things.
Yeah, they're not necessarily just trying to get you to come and see an artist.
Yeah,
like I mean, a musical artist.
It's like Coachella's a consumer festival. They want you to buy 100%. Merch. They want you to buy food and buy alcohol.
It's like going to Warped Tours.
Well, because what? It's like Lightning Ball is like what, 20,000, maybe 30,000.
But I feel like it's more like art shit. Like.
They just have more things to do. Like you're looking at like there's art, but there's also workshops,
just
and
stuff.
There's also
it's
like activities. Yeah.
Like a general thing, because it's like if you camp there, like there is a lot of things to do. Like,
it's like the Coachella campsite, but just the Coachella campsite.
Well, because it's all camping. Lightning Ball's all camping, so that makes.
But
sense.
I mean, like not really any crazy artists, but you have like little things you could do. Maybe you hit yoga, you can hit the general store.
I mean, they have some like I don't want to call them big artists, but they'll have like Janae Aiko.
Yeah, because she's going to sound bad like she did at Coachella.
Didn't she do like some sound bowls or something?
Sound bowled at Coachella.
Oh, I thought you said she sounded bad. Okay.
No, she sounded dope.
Yeah.
Because she had some guests.
They had like Mastego last time I was there. So they have like...
The niche.
Exactly.
The niche.
Yeah. But I would say though, when it comes to the world of EDM... Skrillex is one of the biggest names you could have.
For sure, but if he's in the lifestyle, it's easy to get him.
Well, no, I was going to say in general, I think that's why with EDM specifically, when it's an EDM heavy, like Electronic Daisy Carnival, like EDC is always going to sell out.
Of course.
Because everyone's going for that specific thing. It's not a question. You're not trying, like, it's like everyone.
What do you think the drug usage is at Coachella versus EDC? EDC is close to 100%, right? Maybe 95. Maybe 90. Maybe 95.
EDC drug use is like Mormonism in Utah. It's like 95% Mormon. 95%.
And then Coachella probably like 65. Because like there's people that are just drinking.
Well, what do you call drugs?
I would say like even drinking and smoking. Not. I'm saying like
weed?
Pretty much just like doing blow and doing Molly.
Have you ever tried blow like at Coachella?
There's probably been,
dude, like that first day is great, and then after that it's terrible.
I can't breathe.
You can't do it.
Bad allergies.
Yeah, me too.
So like the rest of the festival, I'm like,
that first day.
So we gotta bring hot sauce with it. Clear up our sinuses.
Hot Cheetos and Takis.
You can't breathe, dude. I'm just like every year at Coachella. That's why I don't like to do. Like I
don't do drugs.
Well, I'll just
allegedly.
Smoke and
I'm just
drink
gonna do mushrooms.
Because the hay and the fucking shit
dust
for the polo field.
Yeah, dude, you're so funny.
Fucks me.
It'll be a sunny day. He'll have his hoodie on with his little Kleenex box. I can't do it.
I can't, dude. Like I'm just dripping.
You're at heart. You're a country bumpkin. You got Georgia family. You know.
I don't.
Yeah, but
you're from the sticks,
he can't
my
hang
friend.
in it though. He can't hang. He got that hay fever.
You saw that?
It's fucking weak.
Like Janae Aiko,
James
like,
Blake.
She had
play.
What? Big Sean, Tyga, Saweetie, Omarion. That's quite a star-studded lineup.
Omarion sounded like shit. It was like her guest mic sounded like shit.
I'm just gonna say this.
Just
because even Big Sean, but
Big Sean came out.
Big Sean,
they did the last song
Tyga,
together.
Oh, that's cool.
They did what song they did together?
Like this isn't because
Labyrinth.
This isn't shit talking at all. But there's certain things about like bringing people out where it's like it doesn't actually like make it like cool. Will Smith came out, but like
that was stupid.
That was a stupid.
You know what I mean? It's like damn, that's like awkward.
That made no sense.
That was forced. It was forced.
Like a Latin artist,
and also like why would you do that fucking song? Why would you do that fucking song?
You had nothing to do with
You
that.
literally have Will Smith out.
Because they're in productions for
They're trying to do some stuff.
a new Men in Black.
I don't. Whatever.
But it's trying hard.
Whatever.
Though. It's trying hard.
I'm just saying. You literally have Will Smith at Coachella, and you're gonna not do Miami. You're gonna not like Big Willie style, like and nothing. You can do
because everybody's on drugs and they like aliens.
Because no one even knew that song. I bet you half that crowd was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Even as a kid, they knew this song. But,
I was surprised the crowd didn't really boo, but then I wasn't surprised.
But like, no, they're not gonna boo.
That's what I'm.
No one cares.
Boo this Will Smith.
No one
Boo
cares that he
this man.
slapped. No one cares.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody cares.
Did you hear? Because I just want to run through the thing. Like, I mean, Lil Yachty brought out Mac DeMarco.
That was dope.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Okay. YG Marley brought out Lauryn Hill, his mother.
Oh, dude,
His mother.
They did the. I heard they brought out the Fugees.
His mom.
No, but I heard
She's
like
basically-
also like Wyclef was.
Well, just like I think I think Prof is in jail.
So was YG there, or was it? I'm just looking at YG Marley.
It's YG Marley.
YG Marley.
Okay, so YG Marley also brought out Busta Rhymes. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Did that?
Yeah.
Doja Cat brought out ASAP, 21, Tizo.
Yep.
Impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
I don't know who Renee Rapp is, but she brought out Kesha.
Oh yeah, and they redid
she
that
did
song.
Wake up
TikTok.
in the morning and it's fuck Pete Diddy. I was like, get this bitch off the stage.
Thames brought out Justin Bieber, which people I heard went crazy for.
You see Justin Jaden kissing?
Oh, just that like just kissing him on the cheek. I was like,
it wasn't
yeah.
crazy.
I think just not so hot take. If Coachella really wants to like flex their muscles, they get Bieber next year.
Bieber rally.
Honestly, the amount of people he could have with song, he doesn't even have to do his album. He could literally just do every single feature.
He
can bring so many people out.
Who would bring the crowd? You say Bieber. Who do you say?
Who bring the crowd? Who bring the crowd?
Daft Punk.
This is fucking terrible, but Kanye.
He would.
He would really bring the crowd. It'd be so annoying. But also he might not play, so fuck that.
He would just stand there.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Who would bring the crowd?
I mean,
like,
big
see?
like names and
Yeah, like,
stuff.
who's,
Like Taylor Swift, just because of like eras. Like it would just be a eras rehash.
I think Beyonce, honestly, would bring a huge crowd.
If she just started bringing like every song that had a feature,
But not even that. Like the fact that
heavy.
let's just say by next year
it's
she
like a
releases
Stagecoach
the
preview
third
when
one.
she does. Kelly Garner.
Dude, that'd be crazy if she did that.
Half
her
rap
Coachella
performance and then half
Her Coachella set by hands down was like the
one
best.
of the best in the last 10 years.
The only other reason why it's not the best is because
she's black.
Snoop. No, because Snoop came before. No, because Snoop and Dre became before that. That's literally it. That's awkward.
You paused too long. I had to.
The only reason why
I saw a weakness and I took advantage.
Yeah, no, I was sad to actually. That was one of the festivals, the one that I missed.
I know,
and I know it was like the best.
That shit was like they had the marching.
Yeah,
band,
dude.
like,
That's all. I don't like watching shit on the TV. I tried last year, but that one I loved.
She's a performer. Like we're losing performers.
It looked different. I don't know. You saw Peso fucking running around.
Peso was
with his little socks
American
and shoes.
performers.
Oh, okay. So you want to build a wall to separate the American performers from
Well,
everybody?
if China could do it.
He's on his wall shit.
Well, then I guess this reinforces your point. Like, 80s, like it's like a Korean boy K-pop band. Like they're performing, like like Blackpink. They're performers. Like they're dancing, they're singing, they're doing the whole thing. Like
they're bringing back something that we've
smoking,
lost.
drinking.
It's just like compact cars. You had to rely on the Japanese and Koreans to bring it back before Americans can embrace it.
I did see I think the boy band thing is low key coming back. 'Cause I seen like some 16-year-olds like in a boy band that was like signed. They're like, "Hey, we're new take."
Of course it's gonna. Of course it's gonna come back.
I mean, I think
we don't stray from anything, man. Come on.
I think like
it's
the angle they
same
take
shit.
because like it's obviously a certain demographic and there's always going to be that demographic.
But it's like,
Bro.
it's like Who's picking these people? It's so stereotypical.
But also, like, just remember, like, the Zoomers and shit, they thought they invented grunge this last year. Like, nothing's...
Well, we got Jojo Siwa. I thought she made gay pop. So.
I thought she thought she made the Kiss Army up. She looked straight fucking Kiss Army. I thought it was like favorite, like Kiss's favorite
she seems
fan.
Like Rosie O'Donnell's kid. Like if she had a kid.
I thought she was 35.
Who?
Jojo
Rosie?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? No, she's only 20.
No, I know, but like she looks like she could be 35.
She's got a little like it's something to her. It's like.
Yeah, I'm just reading through, and I just saw the top one is Lunchables have lead. I didn't.
They do?
Yeah.
What part?
How long have they had lead? Because I could tell you that meat was fucking sus forever.
Well, like the
meat was sus.
It's shelf stable cold cuts.
Come on, bro.
That
Why you
alone.
gotta say it like that. Shelf stable.
And then you look at shelf stable cold cuts in a ready to go packaging.
I
Look
imagine
it up, like,
lead's the only thing they got, bro.
There's
like
lead, and it's like
those are like Sherm sticks.
In California, there's like a minimum allowable amount that you can have,
And they
have more than that. Like I think in California, it's like I don't know, like say 200 micrograms, and it's like 700.
And they just allow us that, you know?
Yeah, because other states don't have it. California has a minimum allowance. Or I guess everybody else is like, let's chill. I guess.
So it's in the meat or the bread or the cheese?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like, are you only going to eat? Of course, you're going to eat the meat if it has crackers with it. And the pizzas have it too. I'll tell you that.
How is your Lunchable stacker?
There's lead in the pizzas.
Build a Lunchable for me. How are you building Lunchables?
Well, can I compile different Lunchables, or do I have to take it from one?
You only have one per each one.
I don't know. I can't remember. It wasn't just meat, cheese, and cracker.
Yeah, but how are you putting it? Are you doing like 2 meats, 1 cheese, 2 crackers?
I'm going cracker, meat, cheese, cracker.
Don't
meat,
call
cheese,
me a cracker.
Cracker.
You go one whole sandwich.
Call
Yeah.
it how it is.
How do you eat your Lunchable? He goes one whole sandwich.
Well, there's like two of. I can make two of those out of a pack.
That's cracker, meat,
Stacks
cheese,
everything
cracker.
up.
It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm just having 1 servings, it's cracker, cheese, meat.
I was young and insatiable.
What do you mean 1 servings?
Because if I'm doing 2 servings, it's cracker, cheese, meat, cracker, cheese, meat, cracker. It's a double.
Cracker, cheese, meat, cracker. Oh, you're doing that's like 2 sandwiches in one then.
Yeah, but if you're using a cracker if you're making a sandwich,
I
you're
only
already
go
there.
cracker, double meat, double cheese.
And no another cracker.
I like
on top
how
of that?
you said
Open
that.
face
Like,
cracker?
Trey says shit like it's like the regular, like it's the norm. He's like, guys, I only do the norm. Cracker, double meat, double cheese. No one does that.
Open face Lunchable.
You know who does that?
Fucking psychopaths.
Lunchable 2.0, destructed or deconstructed Lunchable.
Open face.
Yeah, you are a psychopath. You an American Psycho out here being like,
How do you eat the pizza one?
Is there
you
different
put
ways?
the fucking sauce on, you throw those peps on, the cheese. No, cheese and peps.
cheese peps.
Yeah.
And peps and cheese. Then
Can't
you're a
peps.
psychopath.
Yeah, cheese and peps. And then you bite into it and you're like, what is this?
You're like, this is never how I
That
would
was
imagine
the worst Lunchable.
That
But like
dough,
you always wanted it. But it's like because
that dough is so. What is that? Why is it
with the cracker? Like you're getting crackers, meat, and cheese. It's not going to exceed your
And the
expectations.
cracker's like a Ritz. It's like a good
Yeah,
cracker.
it's a cracker. It's not a. It's like
Saltine?
soft.
I fucking
no.
love
That
saltines.
fucking.
I love saltines too, but
I could
I'll
kill
kill a
a
saltine.
would you
sleeve.
prefer Lunchables be with saltines or Ritz?
No, obviously.
Ritz.
But why?
It's the luxurious one.
Because
got
it's
a taste of
circular.
butter.
I'm trying to. It's fucking
It's the butter.
geometrics, bro.
It's just the butter.
Well, it's not even butter. It's like hydrogenated.
Yeah, that's not butter.
Vegetable oil.
Let's not lie.
Jeez, okay. All right.
Those were like the worst thing to ever to eat.
Well, you remember
All the
like
fat
the school
kids had
lunches
that.
is
Sorry,
like
but you
people
were a fat
always
kid.
wanted the chili cheese burrito, but that one was like diarrhea.
We didn't have a chili cheese. What the
At
fuck?
Rancho? I thought like
chili cheese
In a
burrito?
Lunchable?
no,
No.
I'm just saying the burritos. Like,
Oh, okay.
you guys didn't have the chili cheese?
Did you ever eat in the cafeteria?
We had the
never ate
chimichanga
in it.
that was
Yeah.
I
fire.
ate outside.
Did you ever
of
do
it.
the chicken sandwich?
The chicken sandwich solid.
was
Chicken
good.
sandwich was good. That was
And
it.
But if
the
you
pizza.
if you
thing
look
I ate.
back,
It was
the
terrible.
chicken sandwich, it's like it's not crunchy.
No, it was the same
It's
chicken.
soggy.
Yeah.
It's like a steamed.
It's a Carl Jr.'s chicken sandwich. It's the same shit. You're like, why is it
It's just not
bendable? Like I can.
Didn't we have those pizzas in the wrappers?
the foil wrap?
I thought we had
from
the cafeteria, but then we had pizza too.
The last pizza I ever got was maybe at Awanda, and you flip that shit, and you would just fucking wait for all the oil to come, and then you hope your cheese didn't stick to the top.
Yeah, it's just an oil ring.
Yeah.
You went to Etowanda too?
Yeah, I went to Etowanda for 2 years, then Rancho for 2 years.
Oh, I thought you were Rancho for life.
Nah. Etowanda.
That's how you knew Brian Beaton?
99. Yeah, that's how I knew Brian Beaton. Do you know his sister was really hot? I don't know if she is or anything. I'm sorry, but in high school. Yeah, I used to skate with Brian because of that. Because in 99 and 2000, I was at... no, that's not right.
No, it could
2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2000, 2001, I was at Etowanda. With the fucking worst birds ever. The Rancho birds, the seagulls weren't even close to the same at Rancho. Seagulls were terrible at
really?
Etowanda.
It was bad at Rancho.
Dude, they block out the sun. It was it was fucking, that 300 view part of the movie.
The PE at Etowanda was cool though because we did archery.
You had archery?
Yeah, we did archery.
You had Hunger Games?
Yeah.
It was a real...
It was pretty fucking cool.
It was a very basic setup.
That shit would slap the fuck out of you.
But it was fun. Yeah, no, I learned how to shoot a bow because I did not want that. Like,
dude, that shit hurt.
What else did you guys have? You have water polo?
Yeah. You have lacrosse?
No.
We had lacrosse.
You have golf?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
we did that
golf.
during. We did that during PE.
Yeah, golf.
Yeah, and we also had frisbee, ultimate frisbee. You ever played ultimate frisbee?
No, it looks cool.
It's pretty fun, actually.
Ultimate frisbee, is that like
frisbee golf?
No, that's different.
Okay.
Frisbee golf, I don't understand.
I played frisbee golf.
You have?
Because that's like you're trying to get into the. Like,
I don't fucking get how those dudes are just like
throwing it like 300 yards.
Yeah, just
the park that the homies always have like the yearly barbecue at has a.
The one that's
Kenyon.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Fucking Kenyon. Yep.
In the cut. Yeah. So
that shit popped off. That's definitely like sounds like a slow
white people sport.
That's a white people sport. Humboldt. Definitely.
Pickleball kind of slowed up, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, only old people really play it.
I feel like it got popular because young people started playing it.
Like, do you call yourself a young person?
Old people always play. No, I'm talking about like 40s, 50s, or like 50s and older. That was their sport. And then during COVID, like young people were like, oh, I like tennis, but I'm not in shape enough to play tennis. Like,
I feel like a lot of people are getting into golf too.
They are.
Yeah. I'm not a big golf guy.
You don't like it?
No, not really.
What part is your favorite part about golf? Because I think everyone's the same.
Driving range.
Well, that's cool, but I
drunk.
mean, short game's fun. Like,
it's your drive and then
mini golf.
Yeah.
But I don't like golf.
Yeah, it's a weird sport.
I like a pitch and putt, but I don't like a
game.
I don't want to like
pitch and putt's
really get out there.
Pitch and putt's fun.
Yeah, so a pitch and putt, you only need 2 clubs, and it's like a little bit more extreme mini golf.
Yeah, because it's like what, a wedge and a putter.
Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah, the farthest hole is like $150.
It's $150 per hole.
Yeah, yards.
Yeah, clearly
Yards.
I was like trying to figure out how I'm gonna walk this Segway, but
are you going?
There's some no. I was gonna.
They don't connect.
No.
None of them connect.
Rest in peace, OJ.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that.
You saw
he looked way bad. I didn't realize.
Caitlyn Jenner.
I had no idea. Yeah,
like,
Caitlyn Jenner.
Just like good riddance.
Yeah.
It's like.
I mean,
one to speak, but hey,
like,
why did they murder someone too?
You never know. I guess.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch any of the basketball this weekend? Week? You watch? What game did you catch? For the people that don't, all for the people who watch this show that don't.
The Lake Show.
I watched the Lake Show.
First Lake Show.
Yeah, so you watch them win.
Yeah. But then
it was close.
I saw the Warriors lose.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was. I mean,
they never looked like they were going to win.
I feel bad for Steph. I hope
because he's determined to stay there for the
I could understand
career, right?
why he would want to retire there because it makes sense.
Because it's like you don't need to prove.
There's also
else.
like a respect kind of thing. Like he could easily go down as like the ultimate. He'll be like the
maybe make him a GM.
But he'd go down as like
it's like the Kobe of the Lakers.
Or the Jordan of the Bulls. Like he'd go down as that. You know,
who's Jordan?
I don't know.
Bulls?
But dude, Clay, like,
he's washed.
Like, I think maybe like after his 2 injuries, he came back and they won that, and like everyone thought like, oh, you know, check that out, like they're still good. But this year, like Wiggins, I don't think ever came back from the shit that happened with his family. Like it just doesn't.
He didn't.
Yeah, he doesn't play the same at all. Draymond does need to, I think, retire. Like I'm kind of not the person that would agree with my statement. Like usually, I'm like, don't tell somebody that, but. He had so many scenarios this season of him like getting in dumb arguments and like shit and like punching and kicking people.
Stats no good.
I just think he could end on a like he still
on
gets
a low note.
But he still gets triple doubles.
That's the thing.
He still had a great stat line this whole season. So like he's not a bad player. But Clay, dude, 0 of 10 on.
Does he like?
Do you not just go up and. Like get fouled.
The only stat he had on his line was how many steps he took in the game.
Get out.
It was like 1,200 steps.
Get out.
It's like though. I don't know. Like
not real.
I don't know if
Someone made the stat line, but it was 0. Everything was 0, and then it was steps. It was like 2,500 steps.
Like for his game, knowing also that he used to be a great 2-way, like he was a great defender. Like dude, just get a layup, like get fouled, go to the line, like 0 of 10.
Does he just wants to be a shooter?
I think he might be done with that team. I think he's done with that team.
Maybe he's that.
I feel like that was kind of the like, you know, he just doesn't. His heart didn't seem like it was like, yeah, this is that life.
Well, too, it's like I don't know, like when I don't know his like warm up, his workout, and everything, but. When he talked to the press, he's like, "No, you just can't you can't listen to what people are saying.
True.
You can't worry about what fans think and everything." Whereas Steph is like, "I feel like I let down the fans. You know, like they came to see me play, and like I got to put on a show or whatever." And it's like maybe it's his like ego. Is he not pushing himself anymore? I can't say that he is or he isn't, but it's like. It's evident his stat line this season was like abysmal.
Something's going on.
Like the last half was really bad.
I think also we're seeing a lot of people phase out, right? So like,
It's changing the guard.
Yeah, you definitely do have it. Like this, I want to see DeRozan on a new team. So the Bulls lost to the Heat, and the Bulls lost to the Heat without
what's that fool's name? Kobe White.
He's good, dude. He went off though.
He's not bad.
No, he's not bad.
I don't know why I ever I'd like because I let him go. I picked him up and he did great, and I let him go. I was like, "There's gonna be somebody better," and he just like went into the stratosphere for the rest of the season.
Like you need teams to blow up and like dismember, like the Bulls, like Miami. Like you just need to dismember some shit because like the Lakers. I mean,
shake some shit up
just a little bit. Like DeRozan's too good. And maybe has 2 good years left in him. You know, and same thing with Butler. Jimmy Butler, too good. Maybe 2 good years left in him.
And he seems like he cares about the game.
100%. I mean, dude, him talking shit. So if it's real, and after that game, which by the way, did you watch
No.
okay. So the Heat versus the 76ers, the Heat were the better team. Like they clearly could have won, and Hero was just having a fucking terrible ass game, and Butler sprained his MCL. I want to say like with the whole fourth quarter and still played out the whole thing.
Yeah, he's going to play.
Yeah. And so like I get why he's talking shit. Like 7, what'd you say? 7 out of 28 or 9 out of 27?
9 out of 27.
Yeah, that was it.
9 out of 28.
I'd be pissed too. I'm like,
I'd be
you're
pissed.
the second, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
But
That's why that team needs to blow up.
Kind of a weak second.
And if Adebayo can't hang either, which clearly he's not,
that 1 year.
How did they put him on the Olympic team?
That Olympic team's funny.
You got some amazing people, and you got some like, I guess whatever.
I mean, I guess. Do we not have any good centers? Is that like America? Because like the best.
What's Ayton like? Is he any good, or is he like? I heard he was doing okay.
All our good
Portland.
centers are from a different country.
Ayton was injured. He's been injured for like half a year.
Embiid, Gobert, fuck Cat.
Dude, Jokic,
they're all
those centers
Giannis
are from
plays center,
different.
right?
Giannis,
he's not gonna play for America.
PJ Tucker.
He ain't a center.
On a small ball team, he'll play center.
Honestly, what's a good American center? Fuck, you're like making
Tim
a good
Duncan.
point.
Cat
Comes out.
It's Cat.
Is Cat it? Did he make the team? It's just Adebayo. Is that their one center? That's it? They just gave up and they were like,
AD? Is AD out there?
AD's American.
AD and KD.
yeah. K's not a center.
No, but he's tall.
Yeah.
AD and KD.
he doesn't-
You just wanted to rhyme? Is that why you did that?
Can you imagine if
Slim Reaper
KD
played
played
center.
like AD?
Playing stretch four?
Jeez.
He'd be injured.
Yeah.
That would be it.
I would
I think
say
the worst one. I think Drew's True Holiday's on there. And I'm just like,
I mean, for a two-way, though, like,
They're on-
he's
wait,
not a
wait,
stat
wait.
dude, but, like,
At the same time,
He'll win.
he's on the best team in the NBA.
yeah. But I would have put Dame on there before him.
Maybe Dame once a week, a month,
Dame's had a hard year. Maybe
Dame's had a hard fucking year. Maybe he was like, "Yo, don't. I need to fucking reconnect with myself." I mean, so like,
or a Kyrie.
they don't.
he doesn't want to do anything for the country.
America.
He can't represent us.
America was like, no,
He's all out there with like native shit on, like fucking Kyrie.
just saging everybody.
Wears a different country's,
God
like,
damn it,
jersey
Kyrie.
instead over his shit.
He's just wearing the what is it?
like a fucking bald eagle feather. He'd be saying shit. He's like, America, the real America.
Yeah, he'd be wild out.
Does he play better during Ramadan than when he's, like,
When he's hungry.
yeah. Because he's, like,
Hey, but
hungry.
know this though, give the man the flowers where he deserves. This year there was no Kyrie nothing. A whole season.
No, and he's a baller.
And he's playing some of the best we've
He
seen.
probably
Him.
has the best handles still.
So somebody said this. I think it was like it was Chuck, and I was like, "Fuck, I really agree." The most talented guard pairing possibly ever in the NBA, Doncic and Irving. Talent. I honestly
you
am
don't
like,
see
dude,
that
I don't
many
think
guard
you could.
pairings like that, though. Like, cause
That's
it's
what I
not-
mean.
But if Luka was more athletic, it'd be better.
But can you even get close? Because usually be like people be like McCollum and Lillard were the best like backcourt ever.
I was looking at old tape. Blake Griffin used to be nice.
Yeah, and then those knees went bye bye.
He was,
But it was
he
just 'cause
nice though.
Well,
You think about how long
for
that-
playing, like, because he's like
Grant Hill was on their team.
He's like
just to put that in perspective. I'm just
he's like a
Grant
small
Hill,
forward.
Like it
you
was
know?
a long fucking time ago, bro.
But I just forgot how nice Blake Griffin was.
But it was like that was never his thing. So when it did come out, it's like, oh shit,
He
he's
was
nice.
good, man.
He was
and he was
good.
playing
But he
with
was
an
smart
insane.
too. Like
he was playing with an insane Chris Paul
Court IQ was
and
like
a JJ
crazy.
Redick
DJ.
and then DJ
Jamal
Jamal
Crawford,
and Jamal Crawford. Like you think about that team, and I don't
Matt
think
Barnes.
he might have Barnes, and he might have never played, but literally
All the
Grant
smoke.
Hill was on
Shut
that
up.
fucking team. So you had an oldie teaching these
Oldie
kids,
but a goodie.
teaching these kids.
No,
That-
but I was looking at old clips NBA posted when he retired. I was like,
Yeah,
boy,
Yeah,
was
nice.
he was nice.
like
nice.
that one block where he
Every
like
dunk was just like
goes like
Ridiculous.
the block when he like turns around and then he blocks him.
Oh yeah.
What was nice? I was like,
Yeah, he had
I forgot how
hops.
Nice.
He's
like
ridiculous.
T Mac
How
too.
nice he was.
Fool jumped a fucking car, bruv.
Yeah, he did.
Like a fucking car.
Now what do they do? 360.
Like
Out of
He was good.
yeah.
I saw a dad getting into it with his son because he had like a little 10-year-old kid, and the kid was saying how LeBron is the GOAT and Michael Jordan was washed because he was playing with like janitors. And the dad was just like, in 1996?
Yo,
Like,
that's
"Are you
crazy shit.
kidding me? He's like the people he was playing against were basically like janitors. He's like,
Bro, they were like playing bully ball. You don't get it. They were playing like
Yeah, like
elbows
I mean, like
way
I
out,
think
bro.
like the Rodman, the Ron Harpers, the Kukoc, like they can hold their own. Like I think they could have held their own in
Vince
like,
Carter
today's
could have played in today's game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he
Tim
kind of
Duncan could have played in today's game.
Easy.
Charles Barkley.
Easy.
Was Dirk like kind of like the
Easy.
in between?
Dirk could play.
Dirk
like
could
the
still play though
transition.
because he'd be
Dirk
like
could play in this game.
a smoother joke.
Bibby could play in this.
White chocolate.
What's his name?
He could. Jason
Sons.
Williams. Steve Nash.
Steve Nash could play. Yeah, same.
White chocolate could play in this.
Yeah, so it's easy. I think people that might have a hard time, like Birdman wouldn't be as
because it's a position.
Yeah, that
position's phased out.
Doesn't
as
work
that
anymore.
type of
the spot up shooter.
Hakeem could play
spot up center. You know what I mean? Like,
Hakeem might pull a lot of fouls, but I think Hakeem could probably play.
I think Dr. J could play.
Yeah. Well, because same.
It's learn some shit because like
no, but I'm saying if everything was comparable, I feel like he had the athleticism.
Magic could play.
I wouldn't think he'd stick out as much as he.
Now, Bird.
No.
No offense to Bird, but I don't know if Larry Bird would have the same type of. I mean, he was big though.
Draw.
But I would love to see how the physical, because he was a fucking
big dude.
He's a big dude,
and he's like lights out. Like mid-range jumper, like
lights out shooting.
And because like nobody does mid-range anymore. It's either like in the paint or like at the key.
You know, it's a great mid-range game. DeMar DeRozan probably one of the best.
And he's phased out. He's like the last Carmelo.
I was gonna say DeMar's got a crazy mid-range, but
Booker,
Spider, Booker, all are mid-range, and not like even what's his fucking name?
Kawhi.
You're right. Kawhi is a mid-range, 100%. It's funny that all these dudes though have to start shooting the three, even if they don't, because you got no choice.
You got no choice.
You have no choice. You better be shooting the three, or else.
That's what fucked up Markelle Fultz.
Huh.
Well, I mean, also with thoracic.
He kind of came back too, but then it was just like,
if you want to call it,
he blew it. Well, he had thoracic outlet, then he blew his ACL.
And then they broke his shot.
No, that was before.
Shout out J. Cole.
Rap Beefs Part 3 of this episode. What's up with the reviving extinct animals?
I don't know. They want to bring back the dodo, and they want to bring back woolly mammoths. They were like saying it's different than Jurassic Park, whereas they fill out the DNA with like frog DNA, whereas this, like a woolly mammoth, they use like their closest relative and fill out the DNA strands with like like that, and they're using CRISPR. Have you heard of CRISPR?
Yep.
Like the gene editing thing. And
so what's the purpose?
I don't know. Elephant meat, mammoth meat, like that guy.
Do you think it's ethical?
I mean, it's interesting because like the dodo was extinct because it had no natural predators, and then like humans hunted it into extinction. And so they're saying like one of the things is like their environment has changed, so you reintroduce that into wild, they're just going to get killed easily. Like you're messing up an ecosystem that has evolved on without this animal there. So I mean, I don't really know the point. I think it's like interesting and it's cool, I guess you could say, but like what's the point? I don't know. Like I guess one of the things they're saying is that they want to make it closer to how they're introducing it, because it was like humans that made it extinct, so they want to like leave it all to like how it was before humans intervened and murdered all the dodos.
I think it's kind of funny, this shit like that we want to do, where it's like humans still playing God, trying to take away the fact that humans played God. It's what is that called when something counteracts itself?
Oh,
insanity.
Yeah, no,
Christianity.
Yeah, I think it. I mean, just the fact too that like you can do it. Like, I feel like what if they were like, "Hey, we're bringing back Genghis Khan so we can study him."
You saw Bill and Ted's.
I did see Bill and Ted's. That's crazy. He was one of the people that they.
I mean, he had to be like.
Pick.
I mean, he was a terrible person in that, like, you know, all the raping and pillaging he did all over the Asian continent. Isn't it crazy that Russians are Asians?
It is.
Indians are Asians.
Egyptians are Africans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I guess because I've like watched a lot of videos about it, and like
they're biracial.
Do you consider them African or Egyptian?
They're biracial.
But it's like,
yeah,
I mean, like, although like you see like in some Russians, like you see the eye in it, you see the Asian eye or whatever you want to call it. I was like, I read or heard something about it, whereas they're like Russians, the ethnicity or whatever, they're not like the indigenous people. They're Eastern Europeans who went there.
Who went there?
Yeah.
Who was over there?
Asians.
Like Mongols, huh?
Yeah, who else would want to fucking live in like Siberia?
cold,
And
yeah.
shit?
Siberia?
Like,
Well, isn't it like Siberia, Siberians, and that part? I mean, I imagine it's kind of like
indigenous.
but I'm also imagining how it's kind of like the Midwest is in America. It's like
no Indians, but white people.
no, but like you're not like they are their own people.
I was like, is that what
Like-
you're trying to say?
No, but like I know like
No, I got you.
they're so far like Russia. Like you just think Moscow.
That's it.
Yeah, and like that,
and that's all like,
and that's
Russia
all.
and Moscow.
Yeah, it's like when people think of America, they're not thinking like center of Iowa kind of scenario. Like you're not thinking about.
Or when you say people thinking of California, they're not thinking Stockton.
That's
that's
first city I think of.
very
California.
dude. That's my favorite thing to explain to people.
Northern
Northern
California,
California and Southern
Stockton,
California.
Sacramento.
You're like it's not
Humboldt.
the same at
It's
all.
Not even remotely.
Not even
the
close.
same.
Stockton, Redding,
Fucking Stockton. Yeah.
Weed, California.
Oakland. All that's just tough.
Zizix, shout out, or is that Nevada?
That's Nevada.
That's Cal.
That's
That's
Cali.
Nevada.
Oh, is it Kelly?
Shout out Zizix.
It's just
population
weird that
3.
they were like, "Let's do woolly mammoths." Fuck yeah, we can do this. Let's do it. And then like at the same time, we're gonna be like, "Let's save the current animals." It's like, why wouldn't you not just save the current animals? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answer, Sway.
Because we want to have a
I wrote this topic.
Antarctica world.
I wrote
don't
this
know.
topic down like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh, this sounds interesting." I was like, "There's way more interesting stuff that happened today."
I mean, it's interesting, but also it's like kind of also.
Well, it's just like why?
I also feel like there's already cloned animals out there if they can do it. If they can do it, they're already out there.
Dolly.
Parton.
Sheep.
Oh,
Fuck
but
her.
I think she died like quickly.
She died like within a couple
yeah,
years.
I
Of
think
being
it was a
born,
pretty
yeah.
quick death. Yeah.
But I was talking
mean,
about
that's
that
not meant to be funny, but like I guess we
with
it-
CRISPR, like that.
I wonder
Shit's
if they
like,
made her into
it's a
a
lot.
cashier.
Cloning is a lot more. It's not even a
is
big
wild.
thing anymore.
Like future wise, CRISPR, it's like let's just take out all of the genetics we don't like and make this person the fucking super human.
Zafajaland.
Yeah.
So what are the genetics
master
we don't
race.
like?
What's up?
What are the genetics we don't like?
Cancer. Doubt.
You can literally take those things out of a person's like you can take like
Cancer.
behavioral habits out. Yeah, you can do cancer, you can do shortness.
How you
can
take out behavioral habits? I feel like it would be easier to take out ailments.
Well, it's not anything about ailments, but like I could be like, I want this. Like we can make a 7'2" to 7'5", or sorry, 6'2" to 6'5" height always.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this their muscle mass. Like the body structure is easy, holds muscle. It
But you
changes
couldn't say no depression, right? 'Cause
You could,
But what if they lived and then acquired depression?
but you'll take out the genetic compound that
Predisposes.
predisposes to depression.
So only if it was inherited from a parent.
Well, like no, if somebody was going to grow depression, you would literally start from ground zero, nothing. No one starts from nothing.
No, I get that, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Are those kind of things actually developed within us, or are they is something we
Passed on. People, that's why depression or like if your parent was has depression, it's more likely that you will have it.
so it's inherent?
Correct.
Generational trauma.
Yeah.
I'd make a blue or green-eyed Asian baby
With blonde hair.
No blonde hair. They're they're gonna dye it when they get older, so it doesn't matter.
But why don't you just save them the money? They can dye it dark if they want to.
Because I don't know. Maybe the weak blonde genetics.
Why
are
would
weaker.
you want to do that though? That takes the fun out of life.
But we try to do that anyway.
It's
I
temporary.
mean, I do my eyebrows. Got to keep
No,
these
no, no,
clean.
no, no. I was saying like taking out the bad
Dye
stuff.
them?
No, I don't dye them, but I make sure I keep them.
Well, you gotta
saying take
it's
out the
just-
bad
It's
stuff.
just maintenance.
Yeah, but like, what if you didn't have to maintenance stuff? Like, if I didn't have to shave my neck anymore, that'd be
If
great.
there was a back hair one, you would probably take that out.
Fuck yeah!
I don't want my baby to have like.
Like, if I
Worry
could
about
take
back
out
hair?
like all the genes that cause back hair, or like,
Well, I don't have those, so
yeah, but like, well, imagine.
no,
that you-
I know. what you
imagine
mean.
He's like, I wanted to give my kid the one with
Nah,
back hair.
nah, but imagine like you took out the genes for a patchy beard.
that's exactly what I know.
You know what I mean?
I could grow a beard, and
Or
just
people that
actually
lose
grow
their
a beard.
hair. Nope. Like, I mean, Turkey be upset because they got no more people coming there getting the hair.
So everyone kept all their hair.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
You know, eyelashes. No,
What are
no
we gonna
girls
make
really
fun
have to have implants or have fake eyelashes because you can have long eyelashes because you can just create them. Like it's stuff like that, you know.
A perfect society.
More so. You ever read the
But-
book The Island?
No.
But then I start thinking of like, wouldn't people just start turning to like the cousin It?
What do you
like
mean?
it would just start being problems.
No, because that's what CRISPR is taking out.
I get it, but once you take out, something has to. You can't take all the bad out.
Well,
something has to thrive.
You take out the genetic bad, but
There's
like
still
anything,
environmental,
correct.
And everything else. But like
you have to think like you're like nature or nature wise, you're trying to create.
You're going all nurture.
The most, so nurture can always.
But what
affect.
I'm saying is, what if the nature shit that fucks us up is actually helping us too? And by taking all that shit away, we're making us more acceptable.
No, I would say like. All this stuff is population control to like keep us from.
Yeah, that's all
I
that
think
shit
that's what
really
it
is.
Like cancer,
all that shit.
Disease.
Really.
It's this population control. It's supposed to keep.
I mean, we
check.
also name it that.
So I'm like, I wonder what, like, we're not spending as many resources as in like sustainable farming and like everything like that. So like to feed the population that's going to grow of like not having
a cancer,
undesirable traits, like the population is going to explode, and like even if they're physically better, like
I feel like it won't explode because you'll have less of a reason to have kids if you know that you're going to look good and feel good and be good for longer. Like generally, like that's why we see less kids now. It's the whole thing of like there's knowledge that's like kids cause negative shit on your fucking life. Yeah,
I mean, I don't. I think,
but everyone who's come to that conclusion is a child of someone.
I think like
correct,
I
but
think
that's
like,
why we have less kids now. You don't. None of us.
I think
have
the
kids
birth
here.
rates.
I don't
we
think
did look
we
at
do.
that, but I'm like, I think it's going down because it's like there's less pressure, or it's becoming more acceptable to like you just get married even and not have kids.
But also like you realize like that clearly like people live longer without kids. Sorry, truth. Money wise, less stresses and stuff like that.
But that's only a truth
because
think of the way our society is constructed.
Well, I don't think like that even matters. Like
normal truth.
I don't think those things you just said. Like I don't think they even matter because some people just want kids no matter who they are.
You're right.
They
some
grew up
people
like
just don't want
and
kids.
some people were just like like grown, like they feel like that's their mission in life to have a kid.
Yeah, but usually
be a mom or dad. Like
usually those people don't go to school.
I think that's gonna
be honest.
I think that's just gonna happen.
But literally, but those people don't go to school. If that's what you're thinking,
but then that's like
so,
the people who are having kids, like they're gonna do it regardless.
But I'm just not. But if I mean statistically, dude, like people that go to school have less kids.
Every person from BYU doesn't have a child, and I feel like all of them have child.
But you're picking at one school. Like in the scheme of these statistics, you'd be looking at the grants, like a larger population from mixed sources, and generally. The statistic is if you are schooled, you don't have kids. And those who are in affluence, they have kids, but not to the general way that like
no, I
we
get
have
those
them.
stats. But then on the other hand of those stats, why is it that every woman that's over 50 years old that doesn't have a kid, that doesn't have a family or whatever, is feeling like
you don't have that stat. So if you're gonna say
extreme depression, no, but that is a big stat.
That's
Women
not a
over
stat.
50 are feeling like
it's men, dude. Men have the highest depression.
no. I'm not saying the biggest. I'm just saying that they feel a certain thing when they don't have a certain thing. Women over a certain age that don't have
Well,
kids,
you're talking about hormonal change, dude.
That have a certain status
But
that
there's
they've acquired
I don't think
because of schooling or
what
whatever.
statistic
they put
are you
in.
I mean,
going-
I think you're just like you're
I
kind
think
of
you're just
compiling
making shit
stuff
up.
and you're like making a statement on it. But it's like I think that like
Come again?
yeah, because it's like,
well, like
yeah,
what
if you don't have
statistic are you
kids,
going
and
off of? I mean, like
those
true
aren't
statistics.
like
You're just saying
No,
things.
if I could look them up, but it's a true fact that
Women in their 50s go through hormonal change, which is completely different. Every single woman, whether they have kids or not. So picking that age, what's your variable? I feel like you're just saying things.
or 60. I'm just saying over a certain age that doesn't have of certain things, all kind of fall into
But what are
the
those certain things? Like,
family, basically just family.
so you're
Children.
just
I mean,
so
I'd say-
connection. So basically, you're going off of the basic premise, which is a well-known premise, that the number one reason for depression is the lack of connection. So,
'Cause,
like,
that would
literally
be-
has
that'd be
absolutely
like
nothing.
men- I mean,
so,
I
so it's
guess
nothing to do with age. You're literally just saying people without connection are depressed.
Well, when you put it in those parameters, but I'm saying when you've gone so long and you haven't had that, I think it becomes exponentially worse and it's harder to find. And I think things become, maybe, I don't know, but things seem to be a little tougher in those people's situations when they want to focus on maybe a family.
I think like you just said stuff without anything to base them.
I'm just saying, I feel like, no, I get what you're saying. Educated women, educated people don't have kids. But with that being said, I feel like I've seen studies that showed people that are older with education, with degrees, with careers that are more depressed because they don't have families.
But it's again just like in terms of connection, which
and I get
if you look at statistics wise, connection in relationships in general for the past years has continuously gone down. Like the reason why we have greater amounts of depression is not because people don't have kids or families. It's because in general, if you looking at the levels of depression, it's because of a lack of connection. That's like low age, high age, all age.
With that being the fact and that being said, is it better then to have a family and have kids to try to counteract depression for the culture? Or is it better to live a life without kids, solitary, and focused on yourself?
I don't know.
That's where we are, right?
If you're I don't know if people are focused on themselves solitary. I think there's a lot of relationships. I think you find there's a lot of
there.
I think there's a lot of people in like
anything you do with another person is a relationship.
No, but I think there's a lot of people that are in like romantic relationships, civil partnerships. I think you have a lot of people that call themselves boyfriend and girlfriend in the 45 plus
for sure
generations.
Way more than
and I think that there's a lot of connections that you make. Women more than men actually in their older ages, they have more social connections. No, just social connections. Women have stronger social connections in general than men, which is why men specifically.
Maybe like men are maybe more depressed because like I feel like they'd probably be more drawn to like or driven to like isolation, or if not self-isolation.
I think like white men are like the highest depression and rate and
is it from isolation?
Correct.
So when I say that,
but like if you look at a sociological look at that, in terms of like white culture. Like people family wise, less close to the family, and there's certain things that lead people to be close to the family,
and that's what I'm saying. We know we're going further away by being more isolated. So why don't people turn around and just like maybe we should just have kids?
Well, I think it's also like a changing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a changing social structure where it's like I think it's 30 years ago, like it wasn't a thing to like. Not have kids, no matter what, like if you're a man or a woman, so it's like
more depressed by the actions we are currently taking.
But I think that's just like it's not. I think that's like a what's it called, like a
false positive,
or not the false positive, but like the
correlation without causation.
Correlation without causation, and it's like that's not the only thing. Like it's not.
But that's what I mean. Like
it couldn't be the only thing, but it has to be. Part of it, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but to Josh's point, like, and
it can't be all of it. Yes,
but like, no, but the part of it's so minute. It's so minute, like depression. So, like, I think the study came out the other day that if your household isn't making, and not the other day, but it was like maybe a month ago, if your household isn't making 150,000, you have a higher likelihood for depression. And that's like
kids or parents, or is it
family?
Everyone?
Family.
It's going to be everyone.
Yeah, depression based on, people that make monetary decisions, but your kids do make monetary decisions.
It's going to be embedded to them, so when they get older, they're going to have... I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so like that one just alone, that one's talking about the variable of money and wealth and how that... So you could have an amazing relationship, kids, but you're still depressed because money-wise. And I think the thing with education is people then start saying... oh, I'm not going to have kids because I don't have the money, where that's not a question for the less educated.
But then is education tied with depression?
I mean, probably, because I think the more you know, the more depressed you are. I honestly, every time I look at people say dumb shit, I'm like, God damn, that must be so fucking cool. Like you saying,
because it's like when I hear that, it's like, well, the smarter you get, the more you hurt yourself.
There's a danger to it if you can't. I get like there's a sense of being able to.
Ignorance is bliss. Like
totally.
These things come from something real.
Well, yeah.
100%.
If you didn't like go to a 4-year school, you lack 4 years of student loans.
Yeah,
not necessarily. What
and
I'm
that's
saying
like,
is, if you
but no, I'm
had
saying like that's a factor of in like.
So I would
which
take
could
that.
lead to depression.
I would also take that.
For sure.
So you went to school. Let's just take the average school. You went to school
4 years.
You grew up as a millennial. So you grew up in the 90s enough, 90s, early 2000s enough to have that culture say, if you go to school, you'll get a job. It's going to be great. You do that, you come out, and it's not like that. You have debt and a lack of identity in a sense, because now like that shit's kind of muddy and murky. You can have kids, and that gives you an identity, but that's also why there's a huge high divorce rate once your kids leave because your identity disappears, and all of a sudden you're just left with you and your husband, or you and your wife, or whatever that is, So there's that, but that's not forever. Or you don't have kids because you don't feel that it's safe and secure because of what you've been given. So I think that kind of comes into play. So I'm sure. But it is correlation without causation, unless I knew like the exact thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But yes, I think, but I do think in general, the more education you have, the more questions you have. It's hard not to.
100%.
And that's what I'm. Yeah, and hopefully that's why you're supposed to learn to like not fucking believe everything your head tells you, because you got people that like educate themselves on YouTube and fucking go crazy.
What I get to then is like, okay, and this is the hardest test ever to measure, but it's like you put 10 people who had early families in a line, and you put 10 people who either had late or no families in a line, and then you see parallel and it's not, you can't do this test.
Yeah, totally. I mean? Yeah.
But I'm saying, is it that the people that followed this are in a better spot, or is it the people that lived faster, or kind of, you know what I mean? I'm trying to say.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, regardless of like whether you had an early family, you had a family at a traditional age, or you didn't have a family, like I feel like you're missing out on something. If you didn't have a family, you're missing out on having a family.
Connection.
If you had an early, if you had an early family, you're missing out on those early years where you're exploratory.
But what connection are you missing out when you're building a family? If you're growing connection, you may not have connection. It's other
different
people.
kinds. Like
family is a very like different connection than community. I would say
people I feel like think of family as differently too, though, because I feel like America doesn't have a big, strong bond of family.
I think they do, but it depends. Like, for instance, on the East Coast, you have a lot of Italian. We don't have Italians out here.
True.
East Coast, you have Italians.
Just a few.
But out here, Hispanic families. Come on.
That's the
you know what I mean? Or I mean, honestly, I would go pretty far to say on a Sunday in Southern California, you drive around, this family. For the most, I bet you find it in Corona. You find it in Norco.
You definitely find it.
You know what I mean? Like
diminishing, we can all admit.
Yeah, well, I think that just goes back to what I said. It's like people feel less pressure, or they don't feel so obligated to
correct
have a family, even if they have a long term, a permanent partner, or whatever, like through marriage or whatever partnership. I think they were just feel less pressure. That's cool. To want to have kids. Like maybe they're on the fence, but maybe it's more the parents want grandkids.
Realistically, it's no right or wrong. True. It's the person's life who's living it.
Yeah.
Depression more than likely is going to be introduced regardless, right?
I mean, so yeah, that's where it becomes.
So it's realistically how you want to live your life, right?
Correct. Back to what we started with this whole thing. You take CRISPR, you can take out depression. That's it. But the genetic level of depression.
Do you think that's the highest prevalent level? Which is probably what my main question meant to be.
I think depression's normal.
No, I know, but it's
I think
higher.
I think nature provides more triggers for depression.
So it's higher.
So yeah, I would say there's more like you really have to work hard to keep your child out of the zone of things that would make them depressed when the amount of variables in
exponential.
It's insane. Like nature, like the effects of like, you know, I'm not even talking about school. There's like anything. Just being connected.
Breathing.
Yeah, just being connected. So, but I do think though, if you were to take out the genetic portion of it,
easier.
You're not you're probably not triggered.
Easier.
Yeah, you're probably not triggered as much. There's, you know, but like
so
dude,
less.
I mean, the thing is though, like everything like that is always like theoretical, and that's why science is fucking weird. It's fucking crazy. Because think about like the whole thing with like
cold fusion.
Like cold fusion, yeah. But seeding
clouds.
Like cloud seeding to me, it's like you think about it, and you're like, oh, cool, we're making water. We need water.
In a sense, but we're not really making.
You're literally making a whole new like weather front, and that's the crazy shit. And like
that's what I'm saying. So you take out some shit. What do you then get?
So this is a supposed
herpes
because I don't know, and you know it's already been denied, but. In Dubai, it's kind of known in the area. Well, they had a crazy fucking storm. They had a crazy ass, like the worst floods, 75 years, like worst rainstorms. If you saw,
it was just like 2 days, right?
Yeah, and if you watch the videos, so if you just read the headlines as rainstorms, it's not true. The lightning and the wind on this shit was insane. It was fucking insane. Like. It looked like end of world type of like 2 days, and like the videos, like
everything's.
There's a video, right? So, and I'll send it to you just so you can see it.
Okay.
The rain's coming in, and
the front,
the front. It's a wall that you can't see through. It's a full ass like, and once it hits and like hits the camera, you see nothing else ever, like until the storm's done. So that thing supposedly was maybe caused by
possibly man-made.
Possibly man-made seeding, and you know they're like no, but like if you like it flooded everything. No, so seeding's supposed to be good. You're bringing water, right?
It works. We know it works.
Yeah, but Dubai was not just flooded; it was under fucking water. Like it stopped planes from taking it. Just so like, all right, so you got like
it was jacked up,
like underwater. That's the top of a car. Under fucking water.
It was jacked up.
Like this is okay. So like when I was saying thunder or lightning, like it's literally just like a rave. It's just raving, like nonstop, and like roofs were being blown off and shit, whatever. But
luckily it's like new construction, so it can handle.
Yeah, but I mean, I hope everyone's okay. I do know there was some deceased, but
because Dubai is a relatively young city,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
so they have relatively.
It's also
modern
structures are
standards.
like modern built, like good structures, but like I said, they don't have drainage.
And then like, oh yeah, dude, when we're talking about like taking off the airplane, like it's just
they're taking off.
They're taking off.
That
the water was up to the fucking wheel. It was so weak. It was. Oh, here's the video.
They shut it down because it was just like, okay, this is just like ridiculous.
All right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, sorry, people.
But these are like in places that this is not natural to happen.
Yeah, and I always think about this on the West Coast. Like for us, like we're not made for like flash flood rain.
Not like how it comes.
You know what I mean? So like here it's coming in, you kind of can't see it, but there's the wall, and everything just disappears behind the wall.
Damn.
Until it's gone.
It's over.
Damn, that was like last weekend.
Yeah. Did you guys get bad rain up here?
It was okay.
Do you know that this year LA has gotten more rain than Seattle?
Seattle, I know that.
Yeah, I saw that stat on Instagram.
I heard that stat.
Insta stats.
That one when you guys came out for what was it?
That
was
ago.
like
so that shit was crazy.
Ass rain. I could not even see it on my windshield. I'm like,
it was like 10 feet.
Why is this rain so sticky? This rain is sticky.
It was like 10 feet. Dude. It was like I cannot do this.
Yeah, I mean.
No, I'd be down if we could take out all our bad for sure.
Would you keep on seeding the cloud seeding
them
out here?
Ooh,
You know us with water.
I feel like we get enough.
Recently, it has seemed, but also California
Droughts.
doesn't have anything set up to actually collect this water.
Yeah,
so
the reservoirs are not sufficient.
what we see is not what we have.
We don't have shit.
No,
We pump it all in.
you know, we are building.
Broke.
We are built. We might not have we might not have anything to hold the water, but we're building a bullet train, baby. We're
bullet
building
train's
a bullet
getting
train,
built.
baby.
Any of you guys gonna take the ride?
It's called the Bright Line West.
It's the bright
That's
line,
kind of
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and it'll be going
That's
from
cool as a
Rancho
surf liner,
Cucamonga
but-
to Vegas.
Shout out Rancho.
It goes to like, it doesn't even go all the way to Mandalay. It stops before Mandalay.
Where does it go to?
Like
Like
two.
Excalibur?
No, Mandalay's the furthest. The furthest.
It is. So where do you get like
like
the
2 miles.
W one?
You know,
The one that's like
Yeah,
Get to
what-
that one hotel that's before you get to the
you
strip.
know, Gold. What's it called? Gold Coast. I think it is. I think it's Gold Coast.
Oh, did you see Tropicana shut down? Like,
yeah,
Really?
like after however many years?
yeah,
like,
Tropicana.
I saw footage. I think it was a TikTok of like, they were there the day before or the day of shutting down. It was like it was a ghost
Town.
It would have been cool to have like some like merch, like even like
memorabilia, yeah.
make
That'd
like
be
a
cool.
floor or a rug out of the floor or something like that.
I wonder
or
what
like
they're gonna build in this place.
another hotel.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but like,
I wonder who
like,
owns it.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Balmer.
only 2 people own those.
One of the dudes who's one of our new
Irish Mafia.
with that 30 mil that came in, we got new board members, and one of the dudes is MGM.
He's
on the
part
MGM
owner.
board.
Yeah,
like on M.
It's
I
MGM
was like,
and Caesars.
yeah,
They
I was
own,
like, oh,
like,
shit.
99% of the strip.
maybe you're gonna fucking hopefully you don't fire us, because that's also something that usually happens when there's a merger of some acquisition.
But you're getting cash infusion though.
yeah.
It's
They
different though
don't-
because you're not trying
totally.
to cut
No.
processes.
And they've actually made some like successful software, so I'm like, thank the fucking Lord. That's great. Hopefully we don't have any recalls, but software doesn't. You think it was kind of a line that Grimes had a breakdown and then also Tesla had a breakdown on the same week?
It was probably her that designed the pedal.
3,878.
She couldn't get her BPM stuff right.
Every single Cybertruck has been recalled for
I
their
thought that
faulty
would be
pedal.
more than 3,800.
Yeah, 3,800, 39 round up. And they're pretty much all in
And it's
California.
literally just like the cover of the gas pedal.
You're gonna
It's
get
like,
stuck.
because it's not fully attached to it.
That
the front
happened
part,
to
and it
that's what,
slides forward.
I think that's what happened to Toyota. Like
So it's
20
like there's
Oh, do you remember that? Is it the unintended acceleration
yes,
thing? Is
yes,
that what it
exactly.
is?
That's what.
basically it's a pedal,
Yeah.
right? And the pedal that Tesla has like a cover over
Oh,
it
it
to be
slips,
like stainless.
slides on.
Stainless, basically, so it looks all stainless.
Oh,
like,
so it's not actually like connected to the thing. So
exactly.
is it because like it
slips
could
on
slip
it,
off? That's
and
why.
that's all it does. So when you're accelerating, and if your foot pushes forward, there's like a trim,
And it gets
right
caught.
here, and it gets caught right there.
Oh, can't they just put like Loctite?
Yeah, you can just glue
I'm
it.
sure they're gonna
There's-
glue that shit. They're gonna duct tape that shit. It's done.
Yeah,
We're
That's
good.
the recall.
Yeah, it was just that it slipped. So yeah, but it gets stuck.
That's so good. The fault was caused by an unapproved change that introduced lubricant soap during the assembly. Unapproved change? Why would you announce that? Like you can literally, you're the one that writes your press release. Oh, why would
good.
you? Why
He's
would you
good.
announce
He's
that? That makes sense.
I mean, they're shit trucks too. So as a truck,
As a truck.
it's
I
a
still-
shit truck.
Honestly, like I've tried.
They're so big.
I've really, really tried, but every time I see the one in the parking lot, I'm like, this shit. I feel like you must be bummed, bro. Like your wife's probably bummed, bro. Like this,
Do you think it looks cool though?
it's ugly. It's not cool. I've tried, man. It just like it looks so awkward.
What about the inside?
It's just a Tesla.
Yeah,
And
blank.
like
very bare.
so, if you took the front seat in the front, if you took the front, and also still redid probably the front, it's cool. As soon as you get to the back seats in the back,
yeah.
it looks so like
It don't look cool. I'm not gonna say
No.
it looks cool. It don't look cool.
no.
Well, and plus, like
good try.
somebody
Crazy.
who has it on the road now, it's like, oh, they're obviously trying to like,
Just flex.
Yeah,
do something.
they probably like frequent Wall Street bets on Reddit. Like they definitely, yeah.
I would still love like they got this 2-door Range
The
Rover.
Roadster? Oh, the 2-door
Range
the
Rover.
one that crab drive.
No. Oh, I did see a Hummer on the street yesterday. Like those new Hummers, you seen them?
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
do
the
that
EVs,
back in Crab Walk?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Those things are huge.
Yeah, they're
They're
fucking
big. It's just like the H3.
No, this is like
just the HV.
It's just called the
It's the HV.
Yeah, it's HV.
It's huge.
Have you seen the
They weigh like 10,000
2025 RAV4?
crazy.
They just released the images.
A new RAV4?
Yeah, the 2025 RAV4. They're hard as shit. They fucking look so cool.
Are they all boxy?
It's like
I'm sure they got a TRD one too.
yeah, honestly it's kind of like it almost has remnants of like the Ford Expeditions and the Excursions, like that kind
Did
of
you
like
guys like the
boxy.
Bronco that they brought back?
Kinda
You
sorta.
fan of the Bronco, Josh?
I like the Bronco.
The new one? Or
There's
the old
some
one?
cool. There's multiple styles. Of the Bronco,
it's
the new
cool,
one.
Yeah.
but like I'd rather get a new one than the old one because
Yeah.
those ones are like they're cool looking, but they're loud as shit. They're
Yeah,
rough.
they're
like
fucking.
they're not good to ride in.
If you had
Let's hear it.
if you had a like $12 billion in your floor in your house, would you buy a Bronco? Like
Buy
if
a
you
Bronco factory.
Yeah, I'd buy
Like-
Bronco.
how would you what do you think like $10 billion in cash in your house would look like? Is that taking up one room?
I think it took up the whole basement.
So for those wondering, in Vietnam, a top Vietnamese property tycoon was sentenced to
Death. Unalive.
to fucking unaliveness
Unalivingness.
for embezzle for 27 billion in fraud. Now the 27 billion it was actually 12.5 billion that she stole, and she had the majority of it in her house
In the basement.
in the basement
In
in cash. But from the damages, they said it's 27 billion. And the hand-picked jurors and the judge decided that she deserved death.
That's like that's insane.
Is that like saving it up for a rainy day? What are you doing with
Does
it?
that
Or
make-
do you have nowhere else to put it? Like, oh, I embezzled it, but what do I?
That's what
nobody,
I was
told,
saying, like-
nobody told me
She
how
was
to
taking out
handle it
loans,
after.
and she basically cashed on every loan, and she owned 1,000 properties. I'm sure it's a roundup, so it's probably not 1,000, but yeah, she owned all that, and they all got seized. But this one woman owned all this. It is kind of crazy that like you get everything back as a government. Like you got the buildings back,
Yeah, and the money.
and you got the money back, and you're gonna kill her. Like that's, I mean,
You peaked anyway, right?
she peaked.
she did peak.
You're not going to own 2,000 properties. So
No, but I
it's
think it was
weird,
like
though.
300 of her employees too. All got sentenced from 2 to 30 years.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
She just got death.
So to break
Yeah,
this down,
sounds even. Sounds about right.
the police said that there was 42,000 victims in this scandal. So I guess that's kind of
Yeah,
a
billion.
lot.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and but here's the thing. The banks were kind of in on it with her.
That's
and-
what I thought.
Yeah,
They were like-
5.2 billion
In cahoots.
in cahoots, and they're not getting in trouble.
There's a lot of cahooting going on.
Now this is in Vietnam, but also I can't say America would be any bit different
It
because
wouldn't
we
be,
definitely bailed the banks out, and we'll definitely take the regular.
Yeah,
man
because that was a
to
big
jail.
scam. That whole
That was a
subprime
big scam.
100%,
mortgage.
yeah.
Insurance is a big scam, but
I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like they're basically saying that because of the people that she scammed, but not because of the money amount. It's because
Yeah,
the
it's
amount
'cause
of
the
people. Yeah. Although the bank,
I thought it was a crazy story. It
it's a
was
fucking.
insane.
That's a fat fucking bank bribe. 5.2 million. And
Yeah, she was paying off the bank, so she was able to do all
5.2 million or billion?
that's gonna become a
Billy, I think.
Netflix show. Just
Has
wait. Netflix is gonna have this.
Surprised it's not
as
already.
I
a
think they're already
show.
working on a P. Diddy one.
Really?
Yeah.
One already came out.
Netflix fuck
Really?
with
Or maybe
you, bro.
maybe it was just a YouTube thing.
Oh,
but
okay.
like,
I'm telling you, Netflix fuck with you. because
Surviving P. Diddy.
There's so many Netflix.
No, that was
Oh
the
my
one.
God.
That was the one.
That was
I
R.
think.
Kelly.
No,
No,
Surviving
it's
Kelly.
Surviving P. Diddy, I think. now.
What was the show? Making a band?
little
Was it making the
Making a
band?
Band.
Making the Diddy?
Making a
Diddling the
Diddy.
Diddy.
Diddling the Diddy? Making the Combs?
Grooming the combs.
I do love Netflix,
Combs
but they be
grooming.
catching me on a whole lot of episodes, like series that they're never going to finish. That's how they get you.
What are you on right now?
I just finished 3 Body
No,
Problem.
tell them your trash phone.
Oh, Unlocked? Yeah, they caught me with Unlocked
It looked
episode 3.
intriguing.
Fuck, they got me.
Dude, 'cause we all saw it.
Little Rock. Well, because number one, you always wonder why America's making this shit number fucking one, and then you realize you're living in America, and that's why Unlocked is a fucking
the jail's system's already privatized. Might as well make a show about it.
I fucking hate our country / love it.
Turn the jail into a fucking Big
Literally,
Brother house.
I was sitting there and I was like, I think this
Basically
was on
what it is.
I was like, I told Laura, I was like, I think this was on The Simpsons, man. Like that they were making, all of a sudden the jail became entertainment.
I just like it when the warden told him, he's like, we're not going to have any more deputies in here and all the doors are going to be unlocked. And the prisoners are even like,
bro, what? They were like, how's that work? Excuse me, sir, that doesn't seem like it works, Sheriff.
Like,
yeah, so I started that one 3 episodes in. I know all of the inmates' names.
Yeah, you're very well versed.
You got Miller, you got Mayhem, you got fucking
earlier you called the wine hooch.
Yeah, hooch.
Like, that's the hooch.
Homies making this.
They call it hooch,
dude, because they're doing tattoos and making hooch, and the dude, the fucking alien dude's the one who got kicked out because he made a shank. So whatever, you gotta get kicked out, bro. Yeah,
he's the one who made the shank.
He made a shank. Yeah, they found a shank, and they're like, "Yo, bro, you're out." His arms are weird. He looks like a fucking alien. But no, the fucked up thing about that show is though it makes you realize how many people in jail are clearly like mentally ill or on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Like all those dudes are on the spectrum. All those dudes, they're talking.
The 2 white dudes, 100%.
Bro, what's his truth? What's the
Trey the
True Story.
True story.
He's
autistic.
Clearly autistic. Clear as day. And like
autistic. The 2 white boys, autistic.
Clear as day. Like all these dudes, and you're like listening to them talk, and you're like, wow. And that's when Laura and I looked at each other and we're like, are we fucked up? This is fucked up.
You know
and then the Lord blessed me with a commercial about short people, and I thought of you, and I was like, I'm not as bad as Trey, so I'm good.
Were they limb lengthening?
No, it's a show about dwarves.
It's all Little Love.
I think it is. It's called like the Little Hansons or something like that. And I was like, Trey would watch this.
He definitely would.
I was like, the first thing in my head, I was like, I bet you I could ask him. I'll ask him on Saturday. You watch Little Hansons? I'll be like, yeah, it's my favorite show.
I got the reminder set on my phone.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm good.
Premiere.
I can watch like 5 more episodes of this jail thing, and I'm still.
No, but I did used to watch those shows on TLC, like the Dwarf Families.
That's why
You still watch my 600.
That's why I put 2 and 2 together.
600-Pound Life is hilarious.
Yeah, but you know, did you watch Fallout?
No, is it good?
I watched Fallout. It is.
Not
I mean,
good.
I know you didn't, but did you ever play the games?
Yes,
it is so good. Like
Really?
they're throwing
just
in,
like the game.
they're throwing in call outs and like
oh wow,
Easter eggs for the game
Who's Kevin Hart?
all the time.
no, you're thinking of that's
Borderlands.
Which
and
is
I'm
also
so
a game,
the
right?
movie. Yeah, that's me a movie. This is a TV show,
Oh, I had him
Fallout
backwards.
was a TV show.
I thought Fallout was
but
a
it's
TV
good.
It's really
You liked
good.
it? Okay, cool.
It's got Wally Goggins. I don't know if
Yeah, I
you
know who Wally
know,
Goggins
you know who
is.
Wally
Yeah,
Goggins
yeah.
is. Like he's really
Yeah.
good in it. Like it's fantastic. And it's like I got Marlene to watch it, and I was like because I was high. And
Is it action or?
Yeah. And I'd pause every 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, that's in the game. The little
Did you
stim
beat it?
kits. Yeah, but like, can you really
It's
beat a
huge.
game?
It's
It's like
it
a
goes on
Skyrim
for-
type
yeah,
game.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
open ended,
Okay.
and it's like
Mhm.
I'd start, and I'm like, okay, so these vaults and this and that, and like everything's connected. I downloaded it again on Xbox.
The game?
Yeah, or I bought it for like $10. And I'm like,
How many Fallouts are there? 3, right?
5.
5.
76 is the newest one. I think they're coming out with another
okay,
one.
I fell off after 3.
3 I played on the Xbox
Exactly,
360. 4 I played on Xbox One, and I'm gonna play it again. But it's really good, and it moves along
It's
like
a RPG or
Yeah.
first-person shooter?
action
RPG.
RPG. It's a first person RPG. The next one, this is I guess is a bit of a spoiler, but the next one it's like hinting at it's gonna be New Vegas already for season 2.
Oh, because they released it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Fallout's the one where like it's the after the cataclysm and there's
it's after the nuclear.
It's alternate reality.
Yeah.
But it's really good. It's like all about capitalism, militarism, and it's like it's just so good.
I hate to cut this short, but I have to bounce out pretty soon. So that's one of
wrap it up.
I want to throw that hail in the Mary. I was gonna say real quick on sports. Michael Porter Jr.'s brother got busted for sports betting and no longer could play in the NBA.
There's always a bad team in the bunch.
Homie made 20. He was making 2.7 million.
Jonte Porter.
Yeah, Jonte Porter is making 2.7 million.
Don't tell him his winnings.
And all he made was 22,000. Now he can never play in the NBA again. And shout out to Caitlin Clark. After her draft, all of her jerseys got sold out. You couldn't get one, and she got a $10 million deal for a shoe deal for Nike. So fucking huge shout out. That's awesome. Congrats.
It's because they can't make any money in the WNBA. They need to pay them more. Like, I guess, but it's like a small market. But like, I wonder, because it's Sabrina's shoe. You know Sabrina, INSQ. Her shoe looks better than like Ja's shoe, than like Devin Booker's shoe.
Ja's shoe
was supposed to be the Kyrie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's obviously it's a
Booker's
like
shoes.
It's like Air Force One.
Doesn't he have the Book Gump?
Does he?
Yeah, he just dropped his new shoe in the Forrest Gump colorway.
I guess that's also shout out to all of the Google employees who sat out for Project Nimbus. I mean, that's crazy that Google arrested their own people.
Another thing, kind of like in relation to that. So Columbia University, they were having more sit-ins, more protests and stuff.
Are we banning? I heard we're banning mass protests.
Well,
in
the Supreme Court in 3 states made mass protests illegal. Yeah. And the students at Columbia University, they're getting suspended and arrested for like nonviolent protests. And like I read it was like a blurb from a cop saying like the threat of these students was from the university itself. I did not deem them to be violent. They were all cooperative, and it's like so they weren't a danger to anyone.
It's just changing, dude.
Yeah, fascist government. You know, they're just trying to. It's funny how I don't know. Just belief in the government, like, because it's like you either have to like believe it wholeheartedly, drink that Kool-Aid and stuff, or it's like, or you have to like critical thinking and all that, and it's just crazy.
Either way you cut it, man. I don't know.
You're asking a lot of people to.
Oh, but did you hear about they're not letting the valedictorian for USC? They're not letting her speak. She had a study at USC. She majored in genocide studies at USC, and they're not letting her speak because of like the threat of like
what she studied.
Yeah, I think they're saying like the threat, like it's unsafe because it's like I think it's more like they don't want to like.
Oh, but we offered it.
Ruffle feathers. Yeah, they offered genocide studies.
Do well in it,
and she did really well. She excelled, and she was valedictorian of the class. But she can't speak at it anymore. And so like, there's a lot of people calling to like say like just let her fucking speak. You guys made this.
It's crazy to me on that kind of stuff about not letting people speak or letting people speak when you think about what's cool for some people to say and what's shocking for other people, because they're like, even if you went to like UCLA, if someone speaks and they have some type of shocking thing in this day and age, it's not going to last longer than like, it's not going to whatever, like people aren't gonna stop going to your fucking school because that's just not how shit works.
I think it comes to like the donors and people like donating to the
that's
trust,
exactly why it is.
The endowments and stuff.
That's why we are where we are with just business and the way businesses have to, acquiesce to social climate.
And also when you think about that, you're like, oh, so if you guys are saying you're afraid of the donors getting upset on this, I can just imagine all the other shit that you are tailoring.
So
behind.
If your donors want certain stuff to be propagated to, we're going to do
You're going to do that. Clearly. Cool. That's good.
Easy.
Good.
Easy known.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. I got Denver.
Denver and how many?
Denver in 5 against Lakers. Minnesota in 4 against Phoenix. Cleveland.
Minnesota in 4.
Yeah, they just destroyed Phoenix today. It was brutal.
Did
they? Oh, they did.
120-95.
Ooh.
Now what? It's in Minnesota.
Okay.
But I feel like
Book and KD play.
But I feel like KD has no allegiance to Phoenix. So he's not like he cares. Yeah, he has no allegiance at all. at all.
All he cares about is Jehovah.
Like,
yeah, and versus Young Hova.
Cleveland's playing Orlando. Cleveland will run through them.
It's surprising. I mean, I guess it is because the East is so weak that like they made it there. Because like I've seen them and even the Pistons surprise some good teams at that.
I think the 1-2 in the East was bigger than the 1-10.
Oh, because it's all within like
it's crazy.
Like 8 games in the West, right?
Yeah.
The Celtics are so far.
That's what it was.
They were so far ahead. It's not even.
But they always lose. They always
they choke.
Yeah.
Bucks will beat the Pacers most likely. I think like the Knicks will probably beat the 76ers.
Yeah, how did the Pacers get
Halliburton?
Oh.
Yeah, Halliburton's fire. Thunder beat the Pels. Nuggets and Lakers. The only one I don't know is Clippers versus Mavs.
Clips and
Ideal. That's what I think, but it's only about Kawhi. And I've also probably a hot take. I never really gave Kawhi his ultimate flowers, but I realize how integral he is because the Clippers are when Kawhi plays, the Clippers are finals level. When he doesn't play, everyone's like, "Oh, well, we don't know if they're going to make it."
Well, just him alone stretches the floor because you got four have been superstars.
It's rough.
It's funny because it's like, I'm like people will always compare the Lakers and the Clips, and it's like. I'm like, look what Clips are doing, but I'm like, look at the Clips. They're like, they have like
on paper,
their starters are crazy. I mean, it's cool. Like I'm seeing like their bench is getting a lot of play. Like Amir Coffey is starting for like half the season.
Yeah.
Like he's just doing well.
I love this time of year.
Yeah.
I love.
I mean,
finals.
I'm kind of down.
I'm thinking, let's just keep our eyes open. Clips, Mavs. I would love to see Kyrie and Doncic play. No, but a game.
Go to
the game. I would love to see. I mean, it's probably really expensive, but I'd love to see it. I love it.
Yeah, let's go check. Maybe we'll check out another game. Any parting thoughts? Words of wisdom.
I started reading a book called. Damn it.
That's a good name. Very bold.
What's it written by Kendrick?
It's silent. No, I'm reading a book called When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi. It's about it's like a memoir, autobiography about a neurosurgeon who finds out he's going to die. And so it's like his last, it's his story from pre being told he has lung cancer to after. It's really, really good. So if you're looking for a book, When Breath Becomes Air, highly recommend it. Super easy to read, really powerful.
It's like pictures or something?
No. God damn it. No, it's words. But it's like 199 pages, which is pretty
Use
small.
your words. I was actually thinking about we're I'm going on a trip in about a week or so to Malaysia and Singapore. So I don't know what you guys if you're going to manage to do a little thing.
Yeah, we're going to film.
Don't try to fraud nobody.
We're going to film something.
We'll
film something.
I was thinking about bringing this book.
Have you started it?
The 100 Years War in Palestine to as just reading material because it's 2 flights, but even just the first one, I think it's here to Dubai is like 15 hours.
Oh wow!
So, have you started that book?
No. And I was gonna bring that, and there's like an Anthony Bourdain book I want to read, Medium Raw. Yeah.
Do you measure your reading by chapters? Yeah, perfect. I do.
What do you, as in like, do you read by chapters? I'll finish a chapter.
I don't like stopping in the middle of a chapter. So like to aim, I'm like, okay, if that's how much the next chapter is, I know how much time I'm going to have to need for that. Because when I stop in something, I'm like, damn, I have to read back a page to remember where it was.
I think it depends on the prose, of the person. If it's kind of like, if it kind of like is meandering or it's a slow thing, like I'm okay. But if it's like building up, if the plot is dependent on it, I'll read to the end.
I'm gonna. Yeah, you'll be gone. I'll be gone. I'm gonna be waiting for a Kendrick comeback. Be waiting for Trey's music to drop. This is all the up and comings. You got any
should I take over I'll do some lives.
Bruv, take over. Definitely. Are you gonna go to Marina Bay Sands?
No, I'm like only in Dubai for the airport.
No. Marina Sands is Singapore. It's
I'm only there for like 2 or 3 nights.
That's enough. Go
it's
to Marina Bay and do some gambling.
Okay.
It's by the World Trees. It's like
Do they take? Can I do small dollar gambles?
yeah, like $30.
Shout out
$30.
Newfoundland.
Shout out Newfoundland. Anybody else shout outs? Anything? Birthdays?
Shout out. I think I'm gonna go see Neil and Millicent. Shout out Millicent's mom. Shout out Neil's mom, Ruby.
Shout out my niece. You're graduating high school.
Hey, congratulations. And
Just try and keep your chin up while the world tries to crush you after entering reality.
I'm about to go watch a game with my mom.
Tu madre.
Forza Black and Gold.
Vamos, LAFC. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for all your likes, comments, and subscriptions. If you're not already, please click the subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. If you guys want to catch us on any of the other social platforms, at Almost Never Pod on YouTube, which you're watching on right now, Instagram, TikTok. Catch us in all your DSPs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.